Right. Oh, what is up, YouTube? What is going on, fellow fantasy people? And of course, what is up, the catch fam? We got Steven in the house. What's going on, man?
Not much, baby. What about you?
Hey, just thinking about how bad I'm going to beat you in Madden tonight. A little rematch after that game that I handed to you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. That was that
onside
was a
kick,
good one.
man. I didn't
That was
have
a
to
good
do
one.
that. You guys know what time it is, man. Little week 9 fantasy Q&A action. Hit that like button on your way in, man. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you sub down below, become part of the Catch family tonight, and get that notification bell on so you guys never miss an upload or stream. Hope everyone is doing fantastic tonight. Going to be a blast, man. Just gonna sit back, hang out for a bit, hit some fantasy Q&A. How was your waiver wire Wednesday, Steven?
I didn't
Talk to
get
me.
one. I didn't get one person.
I saw that. Yeah, I actually did see
Yeah, yeah. Steven looks like Two-Face from Batman. What is that actor's name? I watched a movie with that guy, and it was him and Jennifer Aniston, I think, and I thought it was gonna be like this good like rom-com to do, right? I thought it would have been good timing for it. It was a super depressing movie, man. So just a little insight into that guy. But
Aaron Eckhart.
yes, yeah. I forget what the movie's called, but super depressing. So if you ever see Aaron Eckhart and Jennifer Aniston in a movie, I advise you not to do it. But I appreciate that comment, man. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, The Dark Knight. That movie was very influential in both of our lives,
I was just waiting for Steven to go on a tangent about the Dark Knight.
John. I love that movie.
Love Happier. Love Happens.
Yeah, I think that was it. It had like almost nothing to do with love. So
Okay, well, good.
yeah.
Guys got any good rom-coms? Let us know in the chat. Steven obviously needs some. When we were in, what was it, 5th grade, we went to the midnight premiere of The Dark Knight, and
Mhm.
we were in line. There's really wasn't anyone in line. We were just, me and your mom were there for like 3 hours early, and the security officer like noticed, and he brought us into the theater like 10 minutes early. We were the first
Yeah.
people in there, and we were like, and then really just other people came into the theaters and nothing really happened. But we thought we were pretty cool.
Oh, that was so badass, man. I remember I had my popcorn. I think I had some Sour Patch going. I was fully pumped for
We
that
had
event.
like the Joker shirts we bought at Hot Topic.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
sick. This
I
says a
mean,
lot about me and Steven. So
my bedroom has about 5 different Joker posters
still, those
from
have
when I
been up.
was a kid. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
those.
still terrifying,
Yeah. So
15 years later.
don't read too much into that, guys. I mean, Steven's a normal person. So, Jerry, what's
Gotta
up,
Google
boys?
it. What is up, Jer?
You guys never know what a simple comment will spark in here. So, Richard Glass, what's going on, my guy? Always good to have you here. True gentleman in the chat. Tonight, Jets. Little slang tonight by Richard. Just the Jets
Mhm.
tonight. Bryant, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. And here early. Good to see you. Ronald, always good to see you, my guy. Richard likes the jersey tonight, Steven.
Yeah, man. Had to pop on the Deion Sanders jersey. I was looking through my collection. I thought about maybe some guys I haven't been rocking too much, and I like your pink sweater, John. Really
It's Mac
going for.
Miller.
Oh man, gotta represent. I was just listening to his Faces album a lot today. So
You
yeah.
just heard that?
No, I didn't just hear that. I told you about
I will
Mac
say,
Miller.
whoa,
Just like
easy
I
there,
told you
buddy.
about
Easy.
Nirvana, and just like
Easy.
I
Oh,
told you about
gosh.
The
Oh,
Office.
stop it. Um, Here we go on Faces, one of my favorite Mac Miller songs.
Okay.
Yeah. So just want to reference that for everyone. Marky Mark, what's up, people? What's up, Marky Mark? Always good to have you here, my guy. Jerry, got a few waiver pickups. Let me finish making these chicken tenders. I'll get back into the chat. Hey, go get those
Ooh,
tendies, bro.
oh my
Get the
gosh.
tendies.
Jerry, more particular, what sauce are you popping with your chicken tenders? My thing would be a little barbecue action, or maybe a little hot sauce and ranch. Mix it together and then put it in your mouth.
I'm sure you're the first person to ever do that. Richard Glass, I've got some Jack in the Box being delivered soon.
Oh
That
my
sounds
gosh,
tasty.
Jack
I
in the
have
Box
been
is bang.
craving like a bad burger, like a bad for you burger.
Like a Five Guys burger.
I haven't had one in a minute, man. I've been crazy.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about burgers whenever I try to fall asleep. Sea Dog, what's up, guys? What's up, Sea Dog? Good to see you. Dominic S. Should I trade Daryl Henderson for Nick Chubb, 1 for 1, 10-man PPR. Someone please help. This is an interesting question.
Yeah, it is.
I think, wow, this is crazy. I think I just let's look at the matchups. Let's take a step back for our guy Dominic here. Okay, let's see
It
what
is
we can
kind
get
of
cooking.
funny that's a serious question though,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And I think that gets to the larger point of how fantasy value on a yearly basis is so different. It's like we come in every year with these mock drafts and everything, and Nick Chubb was a top 7, top 8 pick, and now we're talking about trading him for a guy like Henderson, who was what you got him 5th, 6th round. It's nuts.
Chubb, a great matchup this week versus Cincinnati, 27th
Mhm.
against opposing running backs. Tougher matchup next week versus New England, but still pretty middle of the pack. And he's got Detroit, Baltimore, bye week, Baltimore, and Las Vegas. A very nice stretch. All of those teams 21st or worst in the league against opposing running backs. Then he caps things off with a tougher of a run against Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Okay. Green Bay, once again, middle of the pack, not an awful matchup. Pittsburgh, a tough matchup, but yet again, a divisional game. So Nick Chubb's got a beautiful stretch coming up at the same time. How much does Dearness Johnson hop in there? How much does Kareem Hunt hop in there? I mean, there's it's a running back committee that's very, very talented, right? In terms of our boy D Tendies. And by the way, Nick Chubb around RB 17, RB 18 on the year, depending on
Yeah.
scoring format. Daryl Henderson, RB 11. Okay.
Mhm.
Henderson, a much tougher stretch. Okay. Tennessee, actually number 9 against opposing running backs this week. After that, San Fran, then a bye week. Green Bay, Jacksonville, respectively, 16th against opposing running backs. Arizona, 7th against opposing running backs. A very good matchup, week 15, that he might be worth holding on to just for playoffs, right? Against Seattle. Then he's got Minnesota, respectively, 14th against opposing running backs. And then he tops things off for the fantasy season against Baltimore, right? Depending on how your playoff schedule is going to work, right? So all of those teams are at least, I mean, other than Seattle and Baltimore, they're 17th or better, okay? Including, I mean, Arizona, Tennessee, San Francisco, all tougher matchups. So if we're looking at matchups, Nick Chubb has the advantage, but it's still a tough call with all that being said, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can also take it from the side too, where you make that split, right? We were actively pushing people to either hold Henderson over that favorable stretch he had over the past few games, or we were actively telling people to trade for him to capitalize on that and capitalize on a guy who is really surging. But now, when you look at guys like Nick Chubb, I think Nick Chubb is now in a position where he's getting healthy, right? And I think that this Browns team, it was so banged up. It's obviously still got drama going on, sparked by this OBJ thing recently, which spiraled out of control even more today. I am happy to get into that at a certain point
Oh,
because
yeah.
I hate on OBJ a lot. But my point is this, man. And Nick Chubb, he does have that committee type of approach in Cleveland, but Cleveland puts so much focus on the ground game, and it's almost like Chubb is amplified with Kareem Hunt there or with another guy there because it
Yeah.
eases him up. Defenses kind of don't know what to do, and I mean, he's gonna get the touches, man. I do like Nick Chubb rest of the season, and it's great to see that favorable schedule. But dude, honestly, if he was going up against Pittsburgh and freaking Tampa Bay and Carolina, I would still put him in there just because he is the heartbeat of what the Browns do.
I think I'm kind of sold on Nick Chubb as
Yeah.
a buy low, buy high opportunity right now. I mean,
Mhm.
you could probably buy him low at this point in the
Yeah.
season, coming off a very bad performance. This is a favorable matchup, guy, or favorable
Mhm.
stretch of matchups. So, Dominic, to answer your question, I think we're both, as much as we've loved Daryl Henderson on the season, I think we're both leaning Nick Chubb here,
Yeah.
right? C Doc, I got 2 questions to start. All right, let's get into them. 2-0 wins or Kirk if Kyler doesn't play. That's a great group of streaming quarterbacks to choose from. I did drop my must start quarterbacks on the week. So go check out that video when you guys have time as well. But I had Kirk Cousins on there, not to spoil a lot. I also had two.
Interesting.
I had Tua on there in terms of a streamer as well. I left Carson Wentz off, but I like Carson Wentz as well. I mean, I did 5 must starts and then 2 streamers. Okay. And I had Kirk Cousins in there. I really like this game script for the Vikings and Ravens, 2 purple teams going at it, guys.
Yeah.
I got a good feeling about this, right? And Cousins is due for a good game. Okay. There's really no in between for Cousins. He has 20 plus fantasy points or he has 11 or less. Like there's like
Mhm.
no in between, right? I think this is going to be one of his better games. So I do like Kirk Cousins, but man, I am telling you guys, Tua has been one of the best quarterbacks on the season to stream against bad teams.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, bad performance last week against Buffalo, right? 15 points. But at the same time, when he's going up against these teams like Jacksonville and Atlanta and now Houston, he plays quite well. Now, I did preface in the quarterbacks video, especially because I'm finally personally recommending Tua. Anything can still go wrong when Tua's out
Yeah.
there. Okay? He could break his leg and his ankle and his arm in the same play. He could have a Tua day where he just plays bad, right? But I like this matchup nonetheless. So I don't know if that really answered your question, Sea Dog, but I think that those are all three good options. I'd be interested to see what Steven has to say or if he has one he prefers.
Yeah, I would just say that I do prefer Tua here, and that it spreads to almost. I like Waddle this week. I like Parker this week. I like Gesicki this week. I think a guy like Gaskin could be a play if you're willing to take that shot. But I think it all comes down to the fact that Tua's been great against bad defenses, but he's also been playing better. Right? He hung in there. He took the shots. He played tight with Buffalo and he's been looking a lot more improved. And what we've seen on this season is that when Tua is fully healthy and played the full game, his fantasy performance has been there because of the passing volume and just, I mean, the guy can move a little bit, but he's just doing it. The passing volume is keeping him at a good floor, right? Because he throw a pick here or there, he'll make a turnover, he'll do something stupid, but he'll get a touchdown too, and he'll get a ton of yards. So I really do think that this is a good week, and I think like in a DFS format too. I mean, where you can get him price range. I mean, another great opportunity as well. I mean, Tua is a great option here, man.
And listen, is he auditioning for his new team?
It's a big week for him because they finally came out and gave him the confidence, right? They said, "Okay, listen, like we're not going after Watson, obviously, because
We couldn't get it done in time. So
yeah,
you're the
that was
guy,
basically what
okay?
it came down to."
Couple logistical things, but we
Yeah,
got you for the rest of
yeah,
the year. Okay. We're here. So you're the starter, man. Okay. Confidence, right? Yes, yeah, I like two as well. Um, the Jets have been surprisingly better than we'd like to think against quarterbacks
they
and
rattled up
wide
Joe Burrow.
receivers.
They rattled
Uh,
up Joe Burrow.
so and like Wentz, I don't think he's a bad stream this week. But I like Kirk Cousins and two a little bit more. All right, let's hop in. Let's see. Ronald, man, I have now lost Henry, Ridley, Michael
Wow.
Thomas, and Ruggs all off the same team in 1 week. Everyone, prayer emoji hands for Ronald. Wow, that's tough. Tough. Mega hit, says Ronald. That is tough. I'm sure there's plenty. There's still time to fix this, right? Uh, I also want to know in the chat, how do you guys feel about Brian Edwards of the Raiders? Okay, because I went out and picked him up in my league, mine Stevens league, where I'm just dead at the wide receiver position. Uh, does he see an increase in volume that's beneficial from a fantasy standpoint? Right, he was pretty good in the earlier part of the season, right? Um, Listen, Ruggs wasn't getting a massive amount of targets, right?
No.
But does this still benefit him from a fantasy sense? Let us know your thoughts there.
I think the real guy to come out of this as maybe seeing the uptick is a guy that was already doing it at a high clip, and that's Hunter Renfro.
And even
Um,
Darren Waller, right?
yeah, whenever he does kind of fully immerse himself back in this offense. But yeah, I mean, Ruggs was obviously super unfortunate for all parties involved, but Ridley as well, man. Like Ridley, we don't know. And Ridley is a guy we briefly talked about yesterday, but I'm so hesitant right now to truly drop him because it's like you just don't know, right? Like you almost want to wait a week or two before dropping a guy like that because what if he comes out next week and says, "All right, I'm all good to play." I don't think that's going to happen, but it's just like his caliber of play is just it's too high to just be like, all right, it's over, it's done.
Sure. Jerry, I had some junior bacon cheeseburgers last night at Richard. Hey,
You need
most
to make that a
important part of this
senior.
stream. Yeah, I mean, let us know what you guys had for dinner, guys. We've got it at the top now. We got on the ticker. You guys already know. I mean, we might be a NFL channel, fantasy channel, but we're a food channel at the same
We are
time.
also a food endorsement channel.
I mean, we're actually planning for the whole off season to do cooking channels every night, cooking live streams. So get ready. Ronald, that was sarcastic, by the way. I have that exact Dion jersey. It is
That's cool, man.
it is a fresh jersey. Yeah.
I will say this is so the jersey is pretty big on me. So whenever I go out in public wearing it, it's like a dress, but it's still sweet, and I'll still rock it out in public because. And I always get like compliments. Some guy will come up to me that's like 50 or 60. He's like, "Dude, you should have seen him play." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I
That's
love
the
it."
real reason you wear that
Yeah,
jersey.
yeah, it is.
Sea Dog. Myers, Galladay, Brian Edwards. Oh, look, there's my guy, Brian Edwards, or Christian Kirk at flex. I'm leaning between. Listen, this is another good point, right? If DeAndre Hopkins doesn't play, is Christian Kirk a sneaky play for the week? If
Yeah.
Hopkins plays, air quotes, is he a sneaky play, Christian
I,
Kirk?
I mean, I think even if Hopkins does play, what did we see in that Green Bay game? Right? He played, but was super limited action, and honestly, not really that involved. Um, but also, what we have to also bake into that Christian Kirk value is Kyler, right? Kyler is like kind of up in the air right now. I don't know if more has been released today that I haven't seen, but I think he's going to suit up. I think he's going to play, but man, I wouldn't be totally surprised if they change this to a little bit more ground game heavy. This is a division game, man. I don't know. It's going to be tight, but I do like Kirk out of those guys. Um, I don't know, man. I think Galladay as well. If Galladay is fully active, as much as I hate that, he's like the only Giants wide receiver. It was kind of why I was talking about Evan Ingram a little bit last
Sure.
night. And when we have seen Galladay play and play the full game, he's been good.
Yeah.
Like that's just bottom line. Like you can talk as much crap as you want about Galladay, but he has been good when played full healthy.
You're right. You're not wrong there. I think I agree with you then. Actually, Kirk, I think you convinced me of Galladay as well. I think with the Brian Edwards situation, we just give it a week to see what
Yeah, it's too
happens.
much of a dart throw.
Yeah. Now Myers might seem like the obvious choice, but listen, man, he's gonna have Gilmore up against him, and Gilmore's first game facing New England.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
got
if
a
I like
pick
that.
last week. He got a pick last week.
I don't know if I like that, man. I
His
think
first game back, he got a pick. That's nuts.
yeah, yeah. So I think we're both agreeing with Kirk, and then we'd rank Galladay, then Edwards, and Myers. Jerry, what's the shirt? Yeah, Mac Miller album cover, swimming.
Best
Cooler than
album.
cooler than Stevens jersey. Richard Glass, ultimate cheeseburger combo, 2 tacos. Dude, you guys gonna make me hungry tonight.
This is not the first time I think Richard's talked about the combo between burgers and tacos, and
He's a man.
every time he says it, I get so hungry.
I could eat a taco right now.
By the way, I'm going back. I'm going to Taco Bell tonight as well. So
That's a good place to get a taco.
yeah, yeah.
They
So
do have
let's get it.
tacos at Taco Bell. Sea Dog, let's just say I had more than a Hershey Kiss tonight for dinner. Hey, I'm glad
Ooh.
you're not struggling tonight, man. That made me feel really bad when all you had was a Hershey Kiss.
I felt bad.
Ronald, I put in claims on the Titans running back because you had to, but I ended up with Mike Davis and Devontae Parker. Think I probably dodged a bullet. Those are 2 fine players to get off waivers for the week. So
Love Parker.
yeah, Parker is going to be my savior for my fantasy season. So, Jerry, Ed, Steven, I knew I wanted tender, so I went out to get sauces. I have mayo raja.
You know
Dude,
what I'm saying.
sriracha with mayo. Ooh, it's good. It's good. And buttermilk ranch. Just quick clarification because we're already super behind on the chat. Guys, you guys are absolutely killing it, man. Make sure you smash that like button, man. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing down below, becoming part of the Catch family tonight. You guys are absolutely killing it already. But Steven has an intense fear of mayonnaise. Just prefacing that for the chat. He really does not like Jerry, that hot sauce and mayo combo is elite.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't do mayonnaise, guys. I can't do it. It's one of my biggest. You know how everybody's got their weird texture things or something like that? Mayonnaise is my thing. It's always been my thing. That and sour cream, can't do it. I'm going to get a lot of hate from that in the chat. I guarantee
Man,
it.
I love me some sour cream.
I know you
All
do.
right.
I've seen you. You stack it.
Sour cream's some good stuff, brother. Jerry, what did you guys have to eat tonight? I actually had tacos, even though we're talking about, but I had soft tacos. Okay,
I like
when I crave a taco, I want a hard shell taco, baby.
I like
All
that.
right, we had a lot. Steven, what'd you have for dinner? Have you ate dinner?
Haven't eaten yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're a freak. First name, last name. Would you start CD or Deontay? That's a tough one, man. I think CD Lamb offers you a higher ceiling, right? Deontay, safer floor. I almost want to say if Dak doesn't play, then Deontay's better play, but that's just not true, right?
Yeah, he
The
played well
way,
last week.
yeah, he played great. Cooper Rush might have auditioned himself as a backup somewhere other than Dallas, right? But I love both these guys this week, man. I mean,
Listen to
technically,
this.
good,
Listen to the stat line real quick for
good,
Deontay Johnson last week against the Browns in that win.
yeah.
6 catches off of 13 targets, which is just a consistent thing for Deontay Johnson with those targets for 98 yards. I mean, he was there. He was doing it, man. And that's what I love about Johnson. And he's got a great matchup this week again against Chicago, which we think is like an automatic. They're a solid defense, but I think Mac is still out, right? And they're 28th against wide receivers. I think that this is a good play for Deontay. Obviously, it sucks to go away from a guy like CeeDee Lamb, but with the Cowboys offense, we've seen Zeke Elliott get his share. We've seen Pollard get his share. We've seen Amari Cooper get his share. It's so many options there.
CD's got a far tougher matchup. Should be facing Pat Surtain for most of the day, but I won't be surprised if Surtain's on a little bit of Cooper, a little bit of CD, right? But some far tougher matchup versus Denver secondaries played much, much better than Chicago's, right? Um, and those defenses are actually pretty similar. Where up front they're very stout, their secondaries are bad, but the difference is Denver's got one guy in the secondary is quite good, and that's Pat Surtain, right?
Well, also, we're not expecting this Broncos Cowboys game to be super close, right? I get it. If Cooper Rush is there, it might be tighter, but I'm not expecting this to be a very competitive game to the very end, which would lean in the game script of let's just run this clock out and end it.
That's a good point as well. It's tough, and it's like if you do bench a guy like CD Lamb, uh, of course he can come out and have 30
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
That ceiling's always going to be high. But Deontay Johnson, extremely, extremely safe play on a weekly basis.
I'd love to see what else you can do there if you could start both these guys because CD is kind of in that must start role, but I think Deontay Johnson is almost too, right? So
Sure.
let us know as well in the comments what the rest of your squad's looking like this week.
Ronald, last week I was rolling out the power combo of Derrick Henry and DeAndre Swift. This week I will be limping in with Javante Williams and Tony Pollard. Hey, you could still pull off a win with those two guys, especially if your quarterback, receiver, and tight end defensive, team and kickers are strong enough, right? They could get you through. All hope is not lost, Ronald.
That's
And you've got it.
fantasy.
You got a
That's
good
fantasy.
fantasy brain, man. I got faith in you, my guy. Richard dropped all my Lions wide receivers trash. Yeah, they are just far too inconsistent to have on a fantasy roster at this point.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I was messing around with them in my 20-man league, and it's just not worth it, man.
You were messing around with them in your 12-man league, brother.
Was I? Did I have one of
Yeah,
them this
you
year?
had Cephas,
Can you
and
blame me? Have you seen my
no, but
team?
I think you might have even played a little bit around with Aaron St. Brown. I don't know for sure about that, but
I
there was a
started
long
him.
stretch. Remember when we were talking about Jared Goff as a starter, like in fantasy leagues, because he was like kind of cooking those first 3 weeks? Man, it's been a big change up since then.
It's been a long season, man.
Yeah.
Jason Kenobi, would you trade McLaurin and Connor for Chubb? It depends on the rest of your roster, Jason, of course, but I consider this move. If you're not hurting for depth, I mean, obviously, if Connor's a starter for you, you're replacing him with Nick Chubb. But if you're not hurting for depth at the receiver position, then I would definitely consider it, Jason. It's good to see you out here tonight, Jason. Good to see everyone out here, man. Yeah, catch fam in full force tonight.
James Conner's been
Uh,
solid this year. I will say that. He's been pretty solid for your squad.
who has?
James
Con-
Conner,
Connor has
17th
been
on the
good.
year. I mean, and
He's up
Terry
there.
McLaurin, I get it. He kind of scary because he gets banged up and everything, and he's part of a kind of disgusting offense. But both those guys are pretty solid.
I don't disagree with that. Michael Chap, I sent Pitts or Diggs to a guy for Najee opinions. I also sent Diggs for Eckler. I mean, us both being guys who love heavy
Yeah.
running backs, I think we're okay with this, right? Especially if you have depth at wide receiver, tight end, then I think that's fine. Yeah.
We're also obsessed with Najee, but
Uh,
yeah, I don't know, man. Who would you rather have? This is so he also said I sent Diggs for Eckler. I lean Najee rest of the season over Eckler. Um,
Mm.
We talked about
I can make argument for either one, I
you
think.
can, you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like if you get off of a tight end for a guy like a Najee, or you get off of a tight end for a guy like Eckler, I mean that is just at pure value base. That's a win for your squad.
Yeah, I agree with that statement for sure. Otis, what's going on, man? Do you start Khalil Herbert or McNichols? Mm. These are two tough matchups, okay? Herbert's got Pittsburgh. McNichols has got the Rams. I think I'm leaning McNichols here, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, AP is going to be sprinkled in there, we'd assume, right? But, I mean, I want to root for Herbert. I'm probably going to have to start him this week in our primary league, right? But if I had McNichols hanging around, especially due to that PPR value and just the volume of that game, I think that game will probably be a little bit higher scoring. I think Chicago and Pittsburgh be kind of a bland game. I can still see 40 total points, right? But just not a crazy competitive game where Tennessee and the LA Rams are both in the mix, right? Like this is a must-win game for both these teams and a statement game as well. I think I'd roll McNichols here.
I think it's I was doing this the other day, and I was looking at this the other day. It was the second highest over
Oh no, I think we lost Steven.
score for
Oh,
Vegas predictions, which makes sense.
we got him back for a second. You good there, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you see me?
Yeah, we oh. All right, we'll have to bring Steven back in. All right, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, Steven's back.
Hey, did I tune out?
Yeah, you froze and then we lost you, and then now you're back. Steven's
Oh,
here,
okay,
guys.
good,
Everyone,
good.
clap hand emojis. Uh, don't remember exactly where you timed out there.
Hey, McNichols is the guy.
McNichols is the guy. Uh, I mean, maybe the fantasy gods have something different to say about that. I mean, they're trying to cut you out there,
Yeah,
Steve. So
maybe that is a sign, right? Maybe that is a sign, but
maybe start
I can
Herbert.
go with him. Yeah.
Stolen Fawn, what's up, boys? What's going on, man? Good to see you here tonight, of course. Okay, so first name, last name. Eckler is better than Najee if it's PPR league. That's a good,
Mm-hmm.
fair argument as well. Stolen Fawn, we starting Javante or Carter this week, and is it with confidence either way? Two tough matchups. The
Yeah.
Colts defense has been phenomenal against opposing running backs. They're like number 3 in the league,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then Dallas is like number 8. They've been phenomenal as well. And it's interesting, right? Because Denver Broncos is split back committee. The New York Jets is split back committee. It's tough. It's tough. If you have to, yeah. I mean, there's so many injuries out there that you're definitely considering this to some degree, right? Ooh, it's tough. It's tough.
I think Carter is a play this week based off of pure volume, and he's going to be a major part of this offense like he has been over the past 3 to 4 weeks. But I don't know if I can truly stand here in confidence and say he's going to have a week anywhere similar to last week where he popped
Mhm.
off for near 30 points. But he's still going to be a guy who's going to probably finish in that RB2 range with the shot of falling into the end zone, that just extra time to get into that RB1 range.
I think I agree that Carter's going to offer you a higher ceiling on the week for sure. But like I said, Tampa expectations is not going to do what he did last week at all. Shaya, what's going on? Thanks for coming out tonight. Pittman or Woods rest of season? Ooh, I like both these guys quite a bit. I think I'm leaning Pittman, though.
Mm-hmm.
Higher volume, the wide receiver one on the team. There's no Cooper Cup around. Carson Wentz has to make this connection on a consistent basis. I lean Pittman as well, but that's no disrespect to our guy, Bobby Trees. Michael Chap, it is PPR, but I don't know if the Eckler guy wants to part ways with him. If you can get either of those guys, it's a great trade, Michael. Spencer, what it do? What it do? What's up, homie? Always good to have you here, Spence. Look at that.
You gonna propose a trade to me today, or what's up, man? I'm waiting on it. I'm gonna wait on it.
That smile on Steven's face as soon as he sees Spencer's in the chat. Made for TV _ made for TV.
Made for TV. This
Catch fam.
John, do you want to do a little introduction to our guy made for TV right here, man? One of the OG Catch fam.
Yeah. Literally, probably our first subscriber. I don't know that for sure, but definitely in our first top 10. So shout out to you, my guy. Love to see you here. Stolen Fawn yelled at Hats Fire. I got the same one. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
I had to
Mets.
wear it in honor of the Braves winning the World Series, right? Um, screw the Astros.
Yeah.
Made for TV underscore. I think we can all agree we need a consistent Mike Williams. Yeah, he's been frustrating as of late. I mean,
Is this the
he's.
beginning of the end for him?
I hope not, man.
Is this the beginning of the end?
I hope not. Oh, I really hope not. I love me some Mike Williams beginning the season. Can tell you
Yeah.
one thing. I do think he's a pretty good buy low opportunity.
Great. Yeah. You got to take a shot on him, man.
Yeah, why not? He's putting up like 40 points 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
First name, last name. I traded Mike Williams for CeeDee Lamb after Mike Williams sold for the past 4 weeks. I mean, I think that's a good trade as well in terms of consistency. Let's see here.
Well, you're getting off of him at kind of the perfect time because you traded him at peak value for a guy at CeeDee Lamb who was just now arising, and it seems like CeeDee Lamb has really cemented himself as that kind of must-start receiver for that Cowboys offense.
Sure. Madden Tank start Devontae Booker or Damian Harris for flex.
Tell you what, Saquon's not going to be playing.
Oh, he's not playing. No, he's not.
Yeah, there's no shot Saquon suits up.
I mean, sorry to you guys who needed Barkley this week, but I'm so happy being
Like
a
me?
Booker. Yeah, Booker owner who really needs some Booker in his life. I think I'm leaning Booker. I mean, look at this matchup. You don't want to be starting running backs. Even, I mean, I love Damon Harris on the season, but this is a tough matchup versus Carolina. Like a very tough matchup, like the toughest matchup in the league, right?
Yeah.
So I lean Booker. It's a very, very good matchup this week. Okay. So yeah, Madden Tank, I lean Booker all day. Booker's been a great fill-in, man. He really has. Ilya Reflex, what's going on? Hope you're doing well tonight. Thanks for coming out to the catch. I have Deontay, Mike Williams at receiver, and Pittman Jr. at the flex. Should I start Amari Cooper over any of them? I would leave Pittman Jr. and Deontay for sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could consider starting Amari Cooper over Mike Williams. Relatively similar in terms of being boom or bust type guys. So I would look at the matchups here, and it's actually a better matchup for Mike Williams versus.
This is Mike Williams' perfect opportunity for a bounce back game against that Philadelphia squad. And I'm not trying to talk too much shit about the Eagles here, but I just think after what the Chargers have been doing over the past couple weeks, like they need this bounce back game. That division, you got the Chiefs rising up. You know, it's just so tight right now. And the Chargers need this game. This is a must-win game from them in my mind.
Yeah, I got Justin Herbert in the must-start quarterback video as well. And the Eagles have been good against opposing quarterbacks, but this is just a game that the Chargers got to win, right?
Yeah.
This is a week where they got to come out and, you know, they got to do what they did to Baltimore. I mean, remember that like 3 weeks ago when we were like, Chargers are the best team in the league, baby.
Yeah.
You know? Kind of died down a little over the last 2 weeks, right? XX Rhino 21XX, what's going on? Hope you're doing well tonight. Traded Barkley, Cooks, and Mitchell for Evans and Swift. Thoughts?
I think you won that deal. I think you won it. Pretty hands down, actually.
Yeah. I like that deal as well. Blammo time, what's going on? Always good to see you here. Zay Jones and Hunter Renfrow is the way to go. Okay, I don't mind that analysis as well. Greg, start tune PPR, Waddle, Judy, and Beasley.
Like
that's
Waddle
tough.
this week.
Waddle versus Houston is basically a plug and play for at least 10 points, right?
Also, he had 12 targets last week and only converted that into 4 catches, I believe. So that just spells positive regression to me.
Yeah. Judy, I want to like these Broncos receivers this week, but it's a tough matchup versus Dallas, right? But I think that Judy could benefit from Diggs giving most of the pressure to Cortland Sutton, right? Mm-hmm. And then with Beasley, it's like it's a great matchup and everything, but
he benefited last week from the good matchup.
Yeah, it's like he's so back and forth.
Who's to say he's not Emmanuel Sanders this week and you get skunked? Like that scares me because this is not a game script. I think that's what we're learning with this Bills team too, is follow the game script, right? Follow that, and that's how to find the value in it because they have so much talent. It's just hard to just take your shots everywhere.
Yeah. I think I'd lean Waddle and Judy, but if you don't agree and you have the conviction in Beasley, I'm not going to argue
Yeah.
against it. Lost my spot. Oh my gosh, we're so behind on the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, Blammo time. I had chili with guacamole, sour cream, cheddar cheese, and not as many crackers as in my fantasy lineups. Cousins, Cup, Renfro, Ertz, Beasley, and Bass 9-0,
Bass,
baby.
baby, Bass.
You're 9-0 because you got Tyler Bass. Man, some saltines and chili, unbeatable this time of year, man.
That is. Airs crisp.
Oh yeah. You need PPR. I need a QB with Aaron out. Options are Tua, Kirk, Derek Carr. I don't trust Tua to be healthy, and I don't like Kirk against Baltimore.
Interesting.
Who should I start? I can understand to some degree the issue with Tua, but man, this matchup for Kirk Cousins is amazing. Baltimore has been awful in the secondary. Okay, they just haven't. I know they're the Baltimore Ravens, but they haven't really been that good, right? I think it's a good matchup for Kirk Cousins, actually. Okay, I can understand that he has these down games throughout the season as well, and then he has 25 points the next week, then 13, then 2 weeks where he has 20 points, then 9 points. Like, I get it, right? He's frustrating, but I actually like Tua and Kirk a lot this week. Okay, I don't dislike Derek Carr either if he's available. I think I'm not really expecting him to be available in too many leagues. He's a bench guy in a lot of leagues, but if he's available, I don't mind Derek Carr either. I like all of those options for you, man.
I would go Tua and then Kirk. Something scares me that that Ravens defense is going to get hungry after that beatdown by the Bengals. They're going to wake up for this game, so that scares me a little bit with Kirk. But Tua, man, I think you got to trust him.
What are your thoughts on Derek?
Nah, I'm just not willing to do it right now.
Okay.
Just not willing to do it.
Richard Glass, I feel about guacamole like you do mayo.
Really, I just pounded like a whole bucket of guacamole for lunch today. Like a bucket.
I get to see you with a spoon just eating guacamole.
Literally, that's how it was. I feel bad because I feel like he's gonna run off now.
Richard is unsubscribed. Let's see here. Lost my spot. Vince R, what's going on, man? Good to see you out here tonight. Clap nuts, what's going on? Always good to have you here. Trade Cole Beasley and Devontae Parker for DJ Moore. I'd argue yes. If you're not hurting at receiver depth, DJ Moore is still your wide receiver 11 on the year, guys, right outside the top 10. So I like that value, but it depends on who you've got left on your roster if you complete the trade, right? Vitar, have you guys heard anything about Deontay Freeman? Supposedly they're going to start a committee with AD. Any truth to this? Or Deonta Foreman?
Yeah.
With Adrian Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't.
So, yeah, I know that they picked him up today. I believe they picked up another guy that was like kind of hasn't been heard about for a long time. I believe Deontay Foreman was a back that went to Texas, and he was pretty good and then got banged up out of college. But I'm not really too worried about that. I will say, though, it's a lot to expect that a guy like All Day AP is going to come out of retirement basically at age 35 and assume the carries that Derrick Henry did. So temper expectations with that. And it wouldn't totally surprise me if McNichols takes that third down work and that it's kind of a committee approach to that first and second down carries.
And when you lose a running back like Derrick Henry, right, you got to go out and sign a couple guys, I'm not going to be surprised if someone steps up as the true RB1, or they at least have two running backs that they're primarily deploying, right? So I wouldn't be concerned about it either, but it is interesting. It's something to definitely keep tabs on as well. I mean, this game is going to be very telling for us come Sunday, right? All right, let's see here. Joshua, with Saquon on the COVID list, should I start Darrell Williams or pick someone up from waivers, Peterson or anyone in mind? I think Williams is a fine start.
Yeah, I like Williams this week.
If Booker's out there, you could take a swing on him. Take a swing on the Jets running backs. I mean, I don't mind picking up Adrian Peterson in general. But, while I think Peterson was a fine waiver pickup for the week, we might want to tamper expectations for Adrian Peterson, right? I don't think he's going to go out and have like 20 points or anything, right?
I'm scared to just start him, right?
Right.
I'm just
I
scared
mean,
to just start him straight
with
off the
these
bat.
situations, it's always best to just give it a week. Is it going to hurt if he goes out and he has 18 points? Yeah. But is it going to hurt worse if he goes out and he has 6 points and you needed
Mhm.
him to perform like an RB1? Yeah, it's going to hurt a lot more. So, kind of similar to when we see these players come back from injury, just give it a week, All right, let's see here. First name, last name. I also have Stephon Diggs and Jamar Chase. So, probably start Deontay and not CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid lineup.
Love
I
Deontay.
think whether you start Deontay or CeeDee Lamb, you're probably going to be fine at the receiver and the flex position on the week. All right, let's see here. Okay, Ronald. Okay, so the team that hit was crazy dominant, so I am not out at all. It's a 10 team where 6 get in, so you get 8 wins and Def make it in. I'm 6-2, so I just need 2 6 to make the playoffs, so it's okay. All right, there you go.
That's
Team
what's
is
up.
now Josh Allen, DeAndre Swift, Saquon, Javante, Pollard, Davis, sorry. AJ Brown, Mike Williams, Robert Woods, Julio, Devontae Parker, Myers, Ridley, Goodard, and Fan. I mean, that's still a team that you can win with for sure. Yeah, yeah. No reason to panic at all, Ronald. Which I'm sure you're not. Bryce, what's going on, man? Good to have you here tonight. Cooks and Mitchell for DJ Moore. A lot of people buying on DJ Moore. I like that. I've been thinking about doing the same in our league, Steven. But I don't really
Yeah,
have anything to offer.
yeah. Is that why you were saying you're going to trade with Dusty?
I don't really have much to
Yeah,
offer
I
in the
know.
league.
I know what you're doing there. Yeah, I will say this though. Look over the past couple weeks at New England. Whenever they're lining up against a team, they've knocked out that X factor receiver. Man, I'm a little scared for him this week. So you might want to buy low after this week because it's either
Sure.
DJ Moore or Christian McCaffrey if he does get elevated to a starting role.
I'd
But
like
you can't
that
really
too.
X out Christian McCaffrey, right? You can X out DJ Moore potentially though.
Yeah. One player who we probably wouldn't wait a week for in terms of coming back from injuries is probably CMC, right?
Yeah.
Jerry, starters. What's up, Jerry? Hey, Jerry. Lamar, Henderson, wide receiver question mark. Tight end Andrews, flex Goodert, / question mark bench. Burkhead. Oh, sorry guys, I keep losing the chat.
Jerry, didn't I tell you to not pick up Burkhead, man? I am so off of Burkhead. I'm off this Texans running back core, man. I just had to yell at my mom today for having David Johnson in the starting lineup. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, Steven's angry. Watkins, Cedric Wilson, Deontay Harris, Cobb. So I need RB2, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. Wow, this is very difficult. So your
Yep.
only RB2 is Burkhead, Jerry. So you have to start Burkhead at the moment, which Steven might be flying to Cali today and talking to you about that. So 2 receivers and a flex. So you could take a swing on Ced Wilson. You guys know I've been talking about Ced Wilson a lot.
Quiz.
Deontay Harris is fine here, I think, especially with the news that Michael Thomas is out, right?
What about Quez Watkins with Rager being down
I think
and that in
that's
that mind meld?
Sammy Watkins, if I remember correctly.
Okay, a lot of Ravens.
If I remember correctly, I think that's Sammy Watkins for Jerry.
They definitely did.
I'm not starting Cobb with A-Rod out, man.
Mm-mm.
I think that performance was based on Devontae being out and Aaron Rodgers being in love with Randall Cobb. There's always a chance that some of these, I mean, maybe J-Lo has a chemistry with Randall Cobb we don't know about. It's hard to say. But that's another team that outside of like Aaron Jones, we're taking a step away. And I mean, Devontae Adams, right?
AJ Dillon, maybe they follow the same game plan as last week where they know the passing game is going to be a mess. So we say, all right, let's make AJ Dillon run it 40 times and use Aaron Jones out of the backfield because he's one of the safest options.
Sure.
Maybe I'm just being hopeful.
I'm leaning Harris, Wilson, Burkhead here. But if you're not confident in Wilson, you can go Watkins.
I would say, though, at the flex, you could definitely go Goddard and Andrews, double tight end it. That's what I'm doing this week in our personal league as well, right?
Goddard's the first flex player he's got in.
Oh, gosh, man, that is dark. Yeah. Jerry, can you throw in some other receivers that are available in your waivers potentially, too?
He did this the other night, and this is what we ended up with.
Okay.
But let us know, Jerry, if there's anyone else you're
Brutal.
considering for sure. Kyle Singer, what's up, guys? What's going on, Kyle? Always good to see you here, my guy. So that trade we talked about yesterday, I traded Gesicki and Hopkins for Patterson, and Peterson escalated. Oh, goodness. Oh gosh. Okay, let me scroll down. Oh gosh. Wow, the chat is going crazy tonight. It's now Gasecki, Hopkins, Claypool, and Gore for Peterson, Patterson, Arnold, and Deontay Johnson. Gasecki, Hopkins, Claypool, Frank Gore's twin,
Yeah.
Peterson, Patterson, Arnold, and Johnson. I don't hate this trade. I hate to see you lose Mike G, but I don't hate this trade. You replace Gore with Peterson, plus you get Patterson, and you get Deontay Johnson. I don't hate this. If you think it's a good move for your team, I don't hate this at all, Kyle. Oh crap. All right, I can literally not keep up with the chat, which is a good problem. Okay, Jerry. Other RB on waivers are Solana, Med, Kyle, Hushek, Phil Lindsay, Jalen Richard. No, I don't want you, Demetric Felton. I don't want you to have any of those players, Jerry. I don't want you to have any of those guys.
Yeah.
What are the chances McNichols ends up being a Gainwell situation? Says V. I don't foresee that, but it could happen. Sure. I think McNichols has actually had some good games on the season, some good target share. He's a better start in PPR, right? There's a possibility, but Mike Vrabel is not. Who's the Eagles head coach? I could never remember his name.
It's Nick Sirianni. But also, the thing is about that is when you actually look at the snap count, Gainwell had the most carries, most touches out of all the running backs. Now, it all had to do with the scrap time at the end of the game by Gardner Minshew at QB, but I don't know, man. That just seemed like maybe Gainwell did something to put himself in the dog pound that week. That seemed very fluky to me because Gainwell was killing it all year. In comparison to the other running backs, I felt like he was way better. I mean, yeah, I guess killing it is a little bit of an exaggeration, right? But
just saying.
I don't know, man. I think with McNichols, the one thing that is always in your favor is the fact that because we are thinking that Ramsey, the smartest thing for this defense to do is line up on AJB. Well, Tannehill, to be smart and efficient here, which he's always done, dump it off to the best pass catching back on your team.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be as bad as Gainwell was last week. Yeah.
Can't get much worse than that.
FIFA flow. I'm just personally like, I still feel really bad about telling you guys to start Gainwell. So I'm sitting here like I'm very deep in thought. FIFA flow. Scary Terror, Keenan Allen, rest of season.
Keenan.
I think I'm leaning Keenan Allen as well.
Yeah.
Especially just due to that offense he's tied to. Ryan, I sent you a trade, Stephen.
I'll have to peep it.
You'll have to peep it. Jerry, road to 400. Yes, sir. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's try and get as many new viewers to the stream as possible. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button down below. Become part of the Catch fam tonight. Appreciate that shout out, Jerry. Stolen Fawn, you are a Nats fan who rooted for the Braves. I know. I couldn't believe it. But looking between the two teams, I would rather root for the Braves than the Astros. And they killed it last night, man. Anyways, but yeah, I know. It's betrayal. But gosh, the Nats this year, man. It's awful. Awful.
Rough season.
Yeah. Ronald, I had that happen from 08 with the Phillies logo, but it's the same design. That's what's up. Now, see, I have never rooted for the Phillies, right? But hey, no problem with it, man. I mean, all of the Nats good players are gone now anyways.
It's funny going to their Nats park, man. Just a bunch of pictures of people that aren't on the team.
It's funny going through all my Nats gear. It's just a bunch of people who aren't on the team anymore. My first Nationals jersey was Daniel Murphy jersey, and he got traded to...
Oh, I loved him. He was awesome.
He got traded to Chicago like 2 weeks later.
Who was the guy with the really big beard? He was like orange hair, and then I think he went to the Phillies, actually. I forget his name, but he was awesome too.
Jason... oh my gosh. No, he was a former Philly. Oh yeah. Oh God, it's hurting me.
It's gonna give you like a brain freak out right now.
I have a bobblehead of him somewhere in one of these boxes. Yeah. It's gonna. Someone let us know who we're talking about. This is why we don't do baseball.
Redhead on the Nats from 5 years ago.
Yeah, this is why we're not a baseball channel. Let's see here. Wow, chat is just destroying it tonight. Every time I try to read a comment, it starts scrolling down on me. Let's see here. XX Rhino 21. Okay. Traded Barkley Cooks. Oh, we got that one already. V, I'm pretty screwed at RB. I picked some guys off waiver. Who would you start in this situation? LOL. Tyler Johnson, D. Gore, Pollard, Howard, and Foreman need two. Man, Gore is kind of a sneaky play this week, right? But he's going to be extremely touchdown dependent. He played fine.
He played good, man. I thought he
Yeah,
played
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
solid.
Johnson is who I want to say as well, but this is a bad matchup, man. It's just a bad matchup for Ty Johnson, right? So I think I see Kyle seeing Pollard or Gore, and I think I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a swing on Gore. I was looking at him today in our league, Steven, and I already have enough handcuff situations. I don't need to be, fiddling with another one, but he was enticing me a little bit, let me tell you.
Gore's a good ball player, in my opinion.
I mean, he's
played well.
obviously he's been birthed from Frank Gore himself. I mean, we all know this, so he can't be that bad.
And it seemed like he was getting a lot of the running work, and Williams is obviously the better pass catcher, at least in my mind. So
Yeah.
with Aaron Rodgers out, the game script should be more of a running approach, but we'll see. We know Kansas City likes to keep it tight with everybody.
Apparently. Deacon, what's going on, man? Hey guys, I was wondering. Sorry. I was wondering if you prefer Gaskin or Boston Scott this week. I prefer Boston Scott in a heartbeat.
Yeah. It was
It's a
just so
beautiful matchup.
weird, man. It's so weird. It's like
I
Gaskin
found
made both of our preseason rankings, top 24. Boston Scott.
I found a remnant through some various catch things I was going through today of something to do with Myles Gaskin from the preseason. And I was like, remember when that was a thing? So that's funny. You brought that up. Kyle, I'd stay away from Philly running backs. And I don't necessarily disagree, but it is a really good matchup. And going between those two guys, I think I'd lean with Boston Scott.
And I get the concern with the Eagles being a little freaked out by that, especially if you're talking about Jordan Howard, right? John,
Sure.
You picked up Jordan Howard. You quickly dropped him. You quickly were like, this is no bueno. I'm out of here.
I saw maybe an opportunity at receiver, and I need to take more chances on receivers than I do on running backs at this point. But
Boston Scott saw that work, man. He was seeing that starting role work and got a good amount of touches, and he can be used on third down too. So I almost see him as just like a more valuable Gainwell for this offense.
Sure. All right, let's see here. Cleo, what's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Always good to have you here. Edmonds, Moss, or Dallas Goddard? Who are you thinking here, Steve? I can make an argument for all three of these guys.
Yeah, man, I could too. I want to go back to the wishing well with Zach Moss, but I think if you're looking for a guy to not burn you and have a very consistent week, it's Dallas Goddard. Past 2 weeks, 10 points. Ever since Ertz has been out, he's just been super, super, super consistent. And we still haven't seen like that touchdown, right? So the upside is still beautiful. I think going up against the Chargers as well too, right? Like we've been hammering it all season. This is like one of the most favorable matchups for tight ends. So it's really between those two guys, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. Defense, Rams or Colts? Gosh, why'd I drop the Colts defense?
I'm just mad. I was in a screaming match with Dusty after he picked up the Colts before I could drop the Rams for the Colts. So if that tells you anything, it's the Colts over the Rams this week, because I also think you have them next week too against Jacksonville, right? I love what the Rams are doing. I think they're building a great group there to make a strong playoff push. But, maybe Von Miller does something here, but it's really, to me, like, I just think that if this is the highest scoring predicted game in Vegas, man, we have seen the Rams not even put up 10 points over some very easy matchups. I don't see it coming easy against Tennessee. Do we think Mike White's going to have another tremendous game? Is he the magic man against the Colts? I don't believe it.
I'd feel a lot better about this if Zach Wilson was starting. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm far more scared of Mike White than Zach Wilson.
So. I am too,
But I agree with you. I like the Colts this week as well. Okay. Jerry, Steven eats just guac like that. What a psycho.
Look at this hair, man. Of course it's a psycho.
Okay. JM, what's going on, man? Always good to see you. Just trade away Chubb and Woods for Najee. I don't hate that. Go out and get your guy. I don't hate it.
Love Najee.
Steven loves Najee. Justin Young, what's up, guys? What's going on, Justin? Max Chenault. Sorry. It's been a common occurrence tonight. Chenault, Bateman, Devonta, or Gallup if he plays for flex. Oh, Max, I'm going to wait on Gallup for a week, actually. So Chenault, Bateman, or Devonta. For me, it's between Chenault and Bateman, right? Devonta's been so inconsistent and a bad inconsistent.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to take a gamble on Bateman there. But I don't mind Chenault either. He sees the volume.
Yeah.
So I'd go between those two guys. Justin Young, Uzma, or Pat Freiermuth? I'm leaning Freiermuth in a divisional matchup there.
Yeah. Hey, man,
Yeah.
another guy I kind of slept on in the waivers and kind of wish I went out and grabbed in the sleeper league, in the Catch Fam league. Dan Arnold's pretty nice little play this week, man. He cooked last week.
And I got that backwards. Uzma's in the divisional matchup. Pat Freiermuth is going up against the Bears, but I still like Freiermuth.
Yeah, I did too. He's been solid. He's like the Heath Meller of this generation.
He better be. JM, Keenan Allen or Debo rest of season? Debo.
Yeah.
No question for me. I'm on the Debo train. Justin Young, Howard, Drake, or AJ Dillon in full PPR need one. Oh, I'm thinking some AJ Dillon here.
Yeah, I mean, if you were listening, I think it was like 5 minutes ago, I was talking about what the strategy for Dylan to have a good game here, but a little bit hopeful putting him in my lineup this week. I need a big game out of him, but he's been super consistent, a lot more consistent than two other guys here. I just like this play.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Khalil, 5-2, first place in my league because of your guys' advice. So thank you for your help. Absolutely, my guy. Love to hear it. That is what's up. Absolutely great stuff there, Khalil. Pleasure is ours. Justin Young traded away Kamara and Hollywood for Fournette and Jonathan Taylor in full PPR. Thoughts?
I like that deal for everybody involved. That's one of those perfect deals where everybody probably got benefited because I imagine the other guy needed a receiver, and then you loaded up on 2 RB1s for the rest of the season. Like Fournette's that guy.
Kamara's a sexier name, but Jonathan Taylor is like neck and neck, right?
Yeah.
He's actually been a little bit better on the season, so I like it too. And I like the double RB situation as much as I like Hollywood Brown. For somehow Steven is ending up on his squad in our league.
Hey, had to give up Antonio Gibson, man. He's the best running back in all of football, dude.
So you trade on the season. I just want you guys to hear this. Steven has traded Josh Allen and DJ Chark Tom Brady and TJ Chark for Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley. And now he's traded Antonio Gibson for Hollywood Brown.
The first deal was like pretty, like, I haven't even been able to use Saquon.
I don't want to hear about this. Made for TV _ re-rolling James Robinson versus Bills or Darrell Williams versus Packers. Not a good matchup for J. Rob. It's not, and he's injured. It's really going to bother me because
I'm scared.
Right. I don't know if he's going to play. If he doesn't play, right, then you're starting Darrell Williams. If not, then you might be starting Darrell Williams.
And Urban Meyer hates James Robinson and loves Carlos Hyde. So,
oh yeah,
I don't know. This scares me big time.
I agree, 100%. This might be Urban Meyer's way to finally get rid of our guy James Robinson. We'll find out. Made for TV. I think I'm leaning Darrell Williams, but if Robinson plays, due to volume alone, you can take the swing, but it's a bad matchup. It's a bad. It's a no matchup. I've got this situation I got James Robinson in our personal league, and I'm very back and forth right now. Of course, I'm playing like the best team in our league.
You're gonna play him.
I might have to when you're looking at.
That's what I'm saying.
Richard Glass, 19 people watching, 13 likes. Help these gentlemen get views and hit the like button. We appreciate that support. Richard, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button down below as well.
That's what Mr. Glass is all about, his class, man.
That's right. The classiest gentleman of all. Justin Young, should I panic on Kelsey and try to trade him away? I wouldn't. He's still tied in 1 on the season with a 2-point game last week. Like, I just don't think he can.
I wouldn't panic, but man, can we start talking about what his trade situation is here? Because maybe a week or two ago, that seems hysterical, but I don't think it is anymore, man.
If you could get a guy like Gesicki, right? If you get a tight end in top 5 value, Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki, Schultz value a little bit down without Dak Prescott, right? Just a top guy, okay? And you can get a really sexy player, okay? I've been using the word sexy a little bit
It's a
tonight.
good word to use in fantasy.
Yeah. If you can get a stud player who, I mean, let's say someone offered you Mike Gesicki and Nick Chubb for Travis Kelce,
Yeah, I'm doing that.
right?
Yeah.
So
Well, what about this? Kelsey for JT straight up.
depends on your backup tight end. You got Mike
I
Gesicki
don't.
as your
I don't give a
backup.
crap. I'm taking the deal.
Okay.
It scares me, but man, this Chiefs offense, dude. We're halfway through the season, man, and they're looking lousy. And it almost seems like it's because defenses. I think they're even pointing it out on the Manning broadcast that it seems like defenses are saying, "All right, we just can't let Kelsey beat us. We can't let Kelsey beat us. Play cover two. Don't let Hill get over top, and that's how we're going to do this." And it's worked.
I like tight ends.
You do. Dawson Knox is coming back. Maybe you package him into the deal. He's a little hurt right now.
That would be a good move, actually. Kyle Singer just picked up Foreman. I don't hate it. Worth a shot. Why not? JV and Great Man, what's going on, man? Going to have you out here tonight. Full PPR. Who do I flex? Sutton, Javante, Edmonds, Goodert, or McNichols? Bad matchup for Sutton, man. Bad matchup. I think you lean Goodert as the safest floor there. Yeah. Just tough because there's some other good names in there as well. But a lot of bad matchups involved as well. Jerry, my options were similar. Steven wasn't high on Cedric.
Yeah.
Gave that
it's
look,
not that
man.
I'm not high. It's not that I'm not high on him. It's just that it's just tough, man. These are some tough decisions you're having to make for this week, Jerry.
Chase Brown, yo. What's up, Chase? Always good to see you, my guy. Pick one between Judy, Bateman, or Beasley, full PPR. Then would you start the other two over Zach Moss? I wouldn't start those guys over Zach Moss. And I'm leaning Judy on the week. Don't ask me why, guys, but I'm sold on Jerry Judy for the week, okay? You can consider Beasley and Bateman. I think that they're all relatively similar. But I think Judy might offer the safest floor.
Mm-hmm.
Beasley might offer the highest ceiling, but not as safe of a floor. Bateman, worth a gamble, but I think that Beasley and Judy we can rely on a little bit more. David, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming out tonight. Trade Joe Mixon for Debo. Full PPR, wow. Also have Michael Carter, Dalvin Cook, Diggs, and Jefferson.
I love this question so much. This is a really hard question. He's putting me on the furnace right here. This is tough.
These are like two of our favorite guys, Joe Mixon and Debo, right? Man, the combination of Diggs, Jefferson, and Debo, though. But then you look at the other way, right? Right? The combination of Mixon, Cook, and Carter with Diggs and Jefferson. It's good either way, man. But I do think that Debo is offering you a higher ceiling than Joe Mixon. Michael Carter is offering you a lower floor than Joe Mixon. But on those days that he pops, I think it might be more valuable to have Debo. You could argue both ways, man. This is very, very tough. Let us know.
I don't think you would have made that deal in a personal league of yours, though.
Because I like running backs. They're very cool to me.
Yeah, but I mean, all right, let's say you make that deal. You got to think about your team a couple weeks down the road. You got Michael Carter as a top running back for your squad. I don't know what the other depth you have here is, but that's scary, right? Now, in terms of receivers, yeah, you got those two studs there, but you can always find a guy who's going to get you a safe floor, right? Typically on your waivers in a full PPR. I mean, Sterling Shepard might get dropped and be available in a couple weeks and he's healthy, right? I don't know. It's scary, right?
Well, the other concern, of course, is that if Dalvin Cook goes down, all you've got is Michael Carter, you know?
Yeah, and that's super prevalent.
But Debo's pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
He is good, and he's also banged up.
Oh, man, this is tough.
I feel like that's more of like they don't want him to practice and get more hurt, but
sure.
I don't know, man.
Let us know in the chat for David. Would you rather have Joe Mixon or Debo on the season?
Great question.
Jerry, other wide receivers on waiver: Algalore, Slayton, Washington, Rashad Higgins, and Quez Watkins. I just picked up Quez Watkins. I'll have two Eagles as my flex. I guess I'll go Burkett as my RB2. Oh, I'm sorry. I read over your running backs and I didn't answer which one would be potentially better than Burkhead. I apologize, Jerry. It's also Steven's fault, but I apologize on behalf of both of us. Let us know. I mean, I think Quez Watkins is a fine pickup out of those players.
Wait, what about for the Giants if Galladay goes down, Tony for some reason
That's
doesn't
true.
play, Shepard's down, Slayton's a good play. We've seen
But
him be.
Slayton was banged up this past week. This
Man, can they field an active roster?
I
I
don't
feel
think so.
bad for Daniel Jones, man. I feel bad for
It's
him.
not his fault, right? It's the
It's not.
receiver's trainer's fault.
It would
Yeah, Jerry, it's worth looking at Slayton though. Steven's absolutely correct there. Jerry, let's know if you need to clarify any of that for you. I apologize, my guy. Kyle, he likes it, and I hate to lose Mike G to my team's name is Licky Mikaseki.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's actually, hold on. I got to stop real quick. Is it almost impossible to make a trade of a guy where your team name is based off of a player? Because
Yeah.
like I feel like it's so weird, right? If you get like a team name based off of Lamar Jackson and then you don't even have him on your squad, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, and
Yeah.
then you play against that guy with Lamar. It's like you're almost rooting for him. I don't know. It's a conflict.
Yeah. Not your fault. Everyone everywhere is so high on Gainwell. People who don't even like football are getting high. Yeah, fair enough. I appreciate that, my guy. Paul Miller, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming out. I'm starting Stafford, Emmanuel Sanders, Higgins, Najee Harris, Herbert, Mark Andrews. Sorry.
Mark Andrews, I think he's
Brandon Cooks at flex. Got Schultz, James Robinson, Myers, Hyde on my bench. Anyone I should switch out? No. That's a great. Yeah, you made all the right calls right there. Tough matchup for Myers. Tough matchup for Robinson. Hyde, we don't want to trust, and it's a tough matchup anyways. Excuse me. Mark Andrews is the better start between the two tight ends. I love it. Yeah. Great lineup, man. Ronald, Jason Worth. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you. That's our Nats player. Yes. Jason Worth. It was driving me crazy. Oh, gosh. Thank you, Ronald. Okay. Dream SGS. I have Diggs, Pittman, Marquise Brown, and Mike Williams. What three do I play? I would definitely say Pittman for sure. Diggs for sure. Ooh. I'm leaning Hollywood Brown over Mike Williams as a safer play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here. Pate, what's going on? Great name. Shout out Peyton Manning. Should I trade Zeke for Hawkinson and D Hop? It depends on the rest of your roster, Pate. So let us know. It just depends on what other running back depth you have and how much value Hawkinson and DeAndre Hopkins are going to offer you. I would personally probably hold on to Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, I couldn't trade Zeke. I just
unless
think
I'm getting another RB1, right?
Barring injury, I don't know how he doesn't finish his top 4, top 5 at running back. I really think he's got some of the best value at running back.
XX Rhino, should I start CH/Devontae or Daryl Williams this week? I mean, it of course matters if CH plays or not. But outside of that, I think I like Williams more. It's a very tough matchup for Javonte Williams. I'm looking at a ceiling of about 10 to 11 points at best. At best.
Maybe off this team, right? Maybe that's all the Broncos can put up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Khalil, should I trade Kyler? I already have Allen. You can consider it for sure. Yeah. Depends on what you can get out of it, but yeah. Paul Miller, should I drop Myers for Gallup? I would say no. It's a bad matchup for Myers this week, but on the season, I think I like Myers a little bit more. Scream SGS. Also, my RBs are Gibson, Gainwell, Davis, and Peterson. People are stingy with trading RBs, so what's my best option? Okay. So if you just need one of those guys, I'm debating between Mike Davis and it's tough. It's tough. Where are you at with that one, Stephen?
Man, it's like that is a tough one. I'm
just looking at these four names and I'm like,
I would probably. You know what, man? Maybe do you take a shot on a guy like Gainwell?
Oh, versus the Chargers. I mean, it makes sense. Let us know in the chat. Oh, Steven's frozen again. Let us know in the chat. Gibson, Gainwell, Davis, and Peterson. Who would you guys roll with? All right. The gray area. Ooh, just me now. We'll get Steven back in a second, I'm sure. I offered Deontay and Dylan for more since he's on a contender who isn't getting more points for more. Should I do it Dynasty half PPR? Hmm. I don't quite know. I don't quite know. Steven's back.
I don't know what's going on. Something fishy.
It's
It's because we were talking about mayonnaise tonight. That's what I'm blaming it
it's probably the mayonnaise comments.
on.
Gray area. I got offered Deontay and Dylan for more. Yeah, I would take that. I think Deontay Johnson offers you just as good a value, if not better. And then you add. Oh, I'm sorry. You offer Deontay and Dylan since he's on a contender. Okay, who isn't getting points for more? I hate to. It depends on your full roster, but I think I like Deontay just a tad bit more than DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Cali Loco, I had Brady on bye 6-2, picked up Taylor. Houston put on IR. It's a good IR move for right now. Need QB start. Pick up Love, Mike White, Hill, Simeon, or Fields. I'm leaning Hill.
Yeah. Hill, man. You can't really
Taysom
go
Hill.
wrong with him, dude.
Yeah. The Queek, I traded Aaron Jones and Gaskin for Chase and Patterson. Thoughts? I like that trade. I hate to see you lose Aaron Jones. He's playing
Yeah.
phenomenal,
Sucks.
but you can supplement him with Patterson. Then you add that value of Chase.
Yeah. Best receiver in the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ron the Goat, what's up, Catch fan? What's up, brother?
What is that?
Jack Barrick, what's going on, man? Should I trade Deontay Johnson and Tyler Boyd for CD Lamb?
I think you can make that call. I think you can make that call because it's, to me, that's really asking Deontay Johnson for CD Lamb. And I love Deontay, but I just think CD offers you very solid floor with a way higher ceiling.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, you're basically swapping a very equivalent receiver, and you're adding Tyler Boyd to your roster. Chase Brown, Prater, and McPherson this week. Steven, as our kicker expert.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't this Bengals Browns game just kind of spell a very tough divisional matchup where kickers are going to be needed, right? Both offenses, not the sexiest. They don't put up a ton of points. I think this could be a game that's real rough and relies on the kicker position. So I lean McPherson here. I know that the Prater is going to be in another division game, but both San Francisco and Arizona, they can score, especially Arizona, right? And another thing that kind of freaks me out with that Arizona offense is sometimes they just go for it, right? Sometimes they do that because Kyler is so electric and they have so many electric options at receiver too. So I go McPherson here. I think he's the more solid play. And even last week where he was somewhat disappointing, he didn't absolutely burn you.
Sure. I'm not going to argue against our kicker expert here. Juke, what's good, everyone? What's up, Juke? Good to see you, my guy. Chase Brown team is Allen, Zeke, CMC, Keenan Allen, Parker, Pitts, Deontay, defensive Rams, Prater, projected 140, and I feel like I'm going to lose. I'm 2-6. Benches.
How are you going to lose?
Judy, CH, Darrell, Hubbard, Khalil, Herbert, Pollard, and McNichols. If for some reason
stacked.
Yeah, if for some reason Parker can't go, who on my bench would you replace him with? So it has to be a receiver. Yeah, I would just roll with Jerry Jeudy, man. Yeah. And I think you got a good shot to win. Obviously, Steven does this too. So I wouldn't stress too much, Chase. Ron the Goat. Also, my RBs are JT, Dalvin Cook, Michael Carter, and Elijah Mitchell. Also have CH and Hunt that are on IR. Any depth moves I should make, or is this a good core? That's a great core.
It's a great core, yeah.
I would hold on to all those guys. If you're really wanting to move on from a guy, I would do CEH while you can. Because what if Gore comes in and starts to take some of that value away? And what if they keep Williams in throughout the season as well? So if you're going to move on from a guy, for me, it's CEH.
Also, Chase, let us know when you get this dub, because I remember in the chat when you said you got your first win, and I was super pumped about that. So we want to know when you get your third win, baby, because I think you're going to do it this week.
There we go. Let's see here. Jerry, my opponent has Kyler, Moss, Mixon, Debo, Higgins, Ingram, Landry, Marvin Jones. You can win against that, Jerry. You can win against that. Ronald, that Jason Worth contract was horrible for you guys. It got worse by the year, too. Yeah. Juke. Brady / Wentz. CMC, Saquon, Michael Carter, and Javonte Williams, DK, Pittman, Devontae Parker, Bateman, and Gallup, Fearmouth, Uzma, Bills defense.
Bills.
I know I need a tight end, but who do I trade? I don't necessarily think you need a tight end. Like you can
Yeah.
get by with Fearmouth and Uzma, and I don't think you have anyone you can really lose, to be honest.
Mm-mm.
So I think you just get by streaming Fearmouth and Uzma as much as it kind of stinks. They can get you through though. You can get through with the rest of those guys and those two tight ends. So
Yeah, and keep fighting, man, because when I look at this roster, what I think is when this team gets healthy, holy crap, could they make some noise in the fantasy playoffs. So
yeah.
just keep fighting.
Ronald, check out my good team. Josh Allen, Kelsey, JT, Swift, Saquon, Monty, Hunt, Javonte, Darrell Williams, Terry McLaurin, Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Ridley, Tony, and Bateman.
Holy crap, man.
Much, much better team overall. Chase Brown, trust me, Steven, I've been dominating my leagues for 8 years, but these last 2 years have been so unlucky with injuries. They've been tough.
It can kill you.
Yeah. I'm hurting. The only reason I've lost 2 games this year is because of
Oh
injuries.
my gosh.
Even though my team was fully healthy when I lost. Boss Man Fat, are Amari Cooper and Deontay must starts, or is Beasley better this week? I also have Devontae in full PPR. Yes, you're starting Deontay Johnson for sure. I like Cooper this week. Don't love him. I like Adams this week. Don't love him. But I like those 3 guys more than Cole Beasley, in my opinion. Paul Miller, should I be nervous playing Emmanuel Sanders after that donut last week? Yes, you should be.
Should be nervous, but I mean, all the ingredients are there for a big game.
Absolutely. Feed Zeke, Jalen Hurts, or Joe Burrow. I like both of these guys this week.
Gotta go Hurts here.
Hurts has been the better fantasy quarterback. I mean, he's still QB4 on the year, so you're going Hurts. But I like Joe Burrow.
And that was after a dud at Detroit where he didn't even play a quarter, man. I don't know. I just like him.
Chase Brown, appreciate Steven. Let's make this playoff run with CMC. Let's go, Chase. XXLX, should I drop Ramondre Stevenson for Brandon Ayuk or Van Jefferson?
I would do it. I would do it, man.
But I'm not in love with either of those guys. But
I think Van Jefferson's been seeing his past 2 weeks. He's been doing pretty well, man. Double-digit performances. Definitely is their kind of clear-cut deep threat player now with Deshaun Jackson also being waived. But tell you what, man, Brandon Ayuk is actually now being used at a pretty high rate. The team's starting to come out and support him a little bit more. He's shown a lot of hustle on the field. I think that there's a chance with Ayuk, right? But I do think out of those 2 guys, Van Jefferson is by far the best player out of those 2. But, man, if you're talking about potential, it's Ayuk.
You're back on the Ayuk train?
No, I'm not. I cut this guy for a reason, and I'm not going out and picking him up for a reason. But it wouldn't surprise me if in like 4 weeks we're talking about Ayuk is like right back in that mix.
Jerry, this is a must-win for me, so I need Henderson, Andrews, and Lamar to have great games. They definitely can. Can. I have faith in you, Jerry. Blake, would you accept this trade? Full PPR. You get Eckler and CeeDee Lamb. He gets Najee and Robert Woods.
I would want that.
You get even swap at the RB position. You get an upgrade at the receiver position. So I would consider this for sure. Yeah. Feed Zeke, flex Marvin Jones, Mike Gesicki, or Boston Scott. Man, you know who I'm saying here. Mike G, baby.
Really?
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Boston Scott's an okay start. Marvin Jones, not a bad start either, but I'm
horrible.
Mike G.
Trevor Lawrence, man.
Jags have been trending down. Boston Scott's got a beautiful matchup. He's probably going to find the end zone. As much as I know a lot of us have hesitancy around that backfield, I understand that. But
plus, is Jamal Agnew like the actual receiver to be watching with this Jacksonville offense? It seems like he's getting all the targets.
Got him in my 20-man league. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand Urban Meyer at all.
You don't want to see my 20-man league, but I got Agnew in there. So, but I do think that's actually a great point in terms of a sleeper for the week. Maybe for a guy like Jerry out there, take a look at Agnew on the Jaguars. He's got 10+ fantasy points in his last 3 games. If it's not 3, it's the last 2 games. So keep an eye out on that, Jerry, and all you other very wide receiver needy people out there. Bossman Fat, Tyler Conklin's stream this week. It's not the worst stream, but there might be better options at the tight end position, right? Conklin's been one of these guys where uh, his ceiling in floor is like 6 to 7 points, unless he scores, you know?
Mhm.
So I do like this matchup. I like this game script for the Vikings and the Ravens, but there could be better options I like more. Maybe a Freiermuth, maybe Uzma's back hanging around, right? Uh, but I don't think it's an awful stream by any means. Simon for President, what's going on? Hey, Catch fam, what's up, brother? Juke, I'm 6-2 and pretty much locked for playoffs. So I was focusing on playoff opponents for my players. Hoping we get healthy soon. There you go. Ron the GOAT, do I flex Tony, Sutton, Judy, or Cole Beasley? Every time I start Beasley after a good game, he lets me down.
Yeah.
He likes to do that, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be rolling with Judy or Beasley for sure.
Yo, honestly, man, I will say this. If Tony's healthy, I will take the chance on this guy.
They are struggling in terms of health, so I think you can take a chance.
And just if you look at how many fantasy points he's put up per catch, it's like absurd. Like this guy's athletic ability is off the charts, man. He can take one touch and go like the distance so fast. And if that's combined with targets, I don't see how a Dallas Cowboys performance is totally out of the question. I mean, he's just one of the best receivers skill wise that I've seen in a while come out of the college football. And wow, I don't know what I was saying there, but Tony's a beast.
Steven really likes Tony Pollard.
I do. Whenever I talk about Tony, I just go on like this like tangent, man. I love the guy.
Steven, you ready to hop into Madden?
Yeah, I'll ball with you. I'll ball with you, brother.
Las Vods, could I trade Cooks and Ertz for DJ Moore? Ertz is practically useless on my team, so basically be Cooks for Moore. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I like that trade, man. LeBron's brain, would you trade Hawkinson, Emmanuel Sanders for Chubb? It depends on the rest of your roster, but I would definitely consider it. Yeah. Talked about Chubb's stretch coming up, and it's very, very good. So I would definitely consider this. Yeah.
100%.
What's up, LeBron's brain? It's good to see you, my guy. Hope you're doing well tonight, man. Thanks for coming out. Let's see here.
XXXLX, man. We put a little confusion on you.
Now I'm stuck between picking up Jefferson or Ayuk. You could argue both ways for this one, man. I'm not on this Ayuk train at all. I'm really not.
Hold on a second. Let's take some time while you're setting up, getting me invited and everything to get beat again on live stream, which, I mean, it is embarrassing, John. I appreciate the candor and always coming out here and trying to get beat, but you don't quit, right? But we look at the receivers here. I mean, we look at the Van Jefferson option. We look at Brandon Ayuk. It really is all about what your team needs kind of long term, because I do think Ayuk's going to be a guy that can maybe come back, but Van Jefferson is a right now time fix for you. Oh, I like Ronald's comment. Ayuk.
Jew, what's going on? Always good to have you here. Daniel Jones, Kirk, or Taysom this week?
Taysom.
I think we like Taysom, but I like Kirk as well. I do. Aaron Reed, what's going on, man? Good to have you here. Let's see here. Ron to go through Thomas MIR spot, hoping he comes back and provides me with a safe tight end rest of season. I think he's a great IR pickup at the moment, for sure.
Really? So you're pretty high on him rest of the season, despite Ricky Seals-Jones' involvement? You don't think there's going to be any sort of split? I mean, maybe there's a split, but you really okay.
I like Thomas. Yeah,
I like Seals-Jones.
Well, gosh, what do we do here?
No, I think he's a good ball player. I think they'll both be used because this Washington football team is struggling so much for offensive weapons.
I can see that too. I mean, I think it's a fair argument for sure. Let's see here. XX, let's look at Ayuk's numbers from last year. Hard not to pick him up. Yeah, I do think at some point he could sneak back in here and do, part of what he did last year, but I'm not fully confident in it. But it could happen.
John is not happy about his outlook, and I don't blame him, man. Talk about me. I said he was going to be like the best fantasy player coming into mock draft. He was like my guy for me. I think a lot of it is that people are so angry and so burned with a guy like Brandon Ayuk, which I'm going to coin that now because that's so true. It's so perfect. But man, I don't know. It is tough, right? And it's tough to trust a guy like Kyle Shanahan. And another thing that we haven't mentioned yet, right? But George Kittle's going to be playing now, right? So
Sure.
that's even less opportunity for him because George Kittle is probably the best player on the squad when fully healthy.
Sure. Chase, is it time to drop Shepard? I'd say no.
I just
If you
feel like
really
once
need
you
to win
drop
right
him,
now, then yeah.
yeah,
Other than that, no. First name, last name, Greg Zerline, Greg Joseph, or Matt Gay. I like Matt Gay, but I'll let Steven answer that one.
Matt Gay.
Yeah. Matt Gay has got, I think you mentioned this in the kicker video, but I was looking at this before.
It's like 8 points every week.
8 points the last 5 weeks. I was like,
Yeah.
is that real?
The reason he wasn't a part of that must-start list, and Zerline was, and I think Zerline's a great play here as well, right? And I love Joseph, so all kickers that have been mentioned in the videos. But Matt Gay is just, I keep including him every week. And it's because he is one of the best kickers in all of football. If he's available, grab him.
Yeah.
Grab him, for sure. Him, Nick Folk, Tyler Bass, obviously. If you can grab any of those three guys, like it eliminates the worry at the kicker position for you.
Did you get my invite?
No, I haven't gotten it.
Dude, I've invited you 3 times. Are you trying to? Are you scared?
I think you're scared. I'm looking at Tom Brady and his faux hawk right now.
Dude, I'm projected to blow out my opponent this week, so the safer QB should probably be the choice. Yeah, I think that Taysom or Kirk. I like either of them, man. Let's see here. Nick, 10-team full PPR. Should I trade Khalil Herbert and Justin Jefferson for Adam Thielen and Damian Harris? I'd say yes. Herbert has the potential to not be a starter down the stretch. Thielen's been a little bit more consistent than Jefferson, right? And Damian Harris will be an RB1 down the stretch. So I definitely consider that, Nick, for sure. All right. What 2 teams we got here? Ooh. Gonna go against your home team?
No, that wasn't a pick. That was just who my base team is.
I think he's cheating, guys.
Wait, you don't think I want to start Carson Wentz?
I got Pats or Titans.
Well, you can't use Derrick Henry.
Yes, I can.
Right? No, you can't.
You can only use players.
No, you cannot use Derrick Henry. I guarantee
you guys see this?
To the chat.
You guys see this?
To the chat.
You guys see this?
So
this is far different than you not using Deshaun Watson.
How about this? If you use Derrick Henry, that means I can use T.Y. Hilton. Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. Who's your teams?
Okay, yeah.
I gotta know if I go suicide or not.
Bengals.
Ooh.
I've already been the Bengals before. I'm just gonna go suicide. Oh no.
I'll go suicide. Oh, thank God.
Oh, I hate you. Remember that whooping I put on you when you were the Cowboys?
No, I don't.
When I was the Cowboys, I smoked it.
I don't remember that. Simon for president. I'm starting Woods and Higgins for wide receivers this week. Parker is available on the waiver. Should I start Parker over one of the wide receivers or just roll with who I have now? I think you start Woods for sure. You can consider Parker over Higgins. But, I mean, it's a great matchup for Parker going up against the Houston Texans. So you can definitely consider that for sure. Christian, do you think D-Hop or CMC will play? It's tough to say right now. I've been checking on these 2 guys and David Montgomery every single day, and I'm not getting anything valid. These are going to be game time calls. But I would say, oh gosh. I would say it's more likely for CMC than DeAndre Hopkins, right? Because this injury to Hopkins is a lot newer than it is to CMC.
Yeah.
XXLX. Okay, the point about Kittle made me choose Van Jefferson. Thanks, guys. Absolutely. That's what we're here for, man. Chase Brown. Also, someone in my league dropped Hunt, and he is 6-2. I don't know why. Pick him up, man. I'm 2-6. Should I pick him up?
Definitely stash him.
Stash him. Yeah, for sure. Not going to hurt you. Jude, just curious what the hype is with Taysom. Don't think he has ever scored over 20 points. It's fair analysis. You're looking at this matchup, and even in week 4, week 3 when he faced the Giants and he got utilized, he had like 16 points. So he should be the starting quarterback. facing the Falcons. I think that's what we're mainly looking at here. But I
No,
can
I mean,
understand.
what you're also factoring in here is he's basically a very similar player to a guy like Jalen Hurts. Yeah, great matchup as well. But man, this guy's going to have like 50 plus rushing yards. He's going to see the rushing touchdown opportunities as well.
I think Steven's having connection issues tonight. Oh no. Oh no. We lost Steven. He'll be back. All right. Ronald. Oh, sorry, Ron the Goat. With that being said, Stephen Folk is still on my waivers. Do I roll with him or Gay this a go? We'll wait for Steven to come back for that. Ron, anytime I'm projected to win by 15 or more points, that is when I worry because this is fantasy football. When it's even projections, I'm confident in my knowledge. Yeah, and you can never trust projections, right? Like never. Especially when it's saying your player's only going to have 10 points and you know he's going to go off, and vice versa, right? All right, let's see here. Chase, who should I drop? Benches Judy, Hubbard, CH, Darrell, Herbert, Pollard, or McNichols? That's so tough. You can drop Hubbard if CMC is back. Yeah, I actually don't mind that at all. We got to get Steven. Oh, sorry, Steve.
I think my internet connection is just wilding out today.
It's definitely your connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's okay if you were scared of that matchup. If you want to pick new teams, man, I get it. I get it. Can you hear me, Steve?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that was weird. I couldn't hear you for a second.
My internet connection has been very dangerous today. Very Baker Mayfield-esque, or maybe as toxic as OBJ.
There you go. Let me know when you're ready to be invited again.
Yeah, you can invite me now.
Dude, this is
Scared
spooky.
yourself. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be different teams, right?
We can be.
Nah, we can be same teams.
Okay. All right. Manny T, I have Roger. Should I pick up Jordan Love, Matt Ryan, or Tua? I'm leaning Tua there for you, Manny T, for sure.
Yeah.
Christian, I have Adams. Should I trade him for DK and D Hop? Ooh. If you're hurting that depth, you can definitely consider that, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's see here. Sea Dog, Fairmouth, Knox, Arnold, or Jared Cook this week. If Knox plays, Knox. If not, Fairmouth or Jared Cook. All right. Steven likes Arnold as well.
Tell you what, man, if Knox is back, that's a plug and play. We saw even Sweeney have a pretty decent game last week against the Dolphins.
Yeah,
he didn't do too bad, right? So I think whoever's at the tight end position is going to do well for these guys.
For sure. Is there an update when Hunt can return? We're hoping next week, but it could be longer, right? Initially, when he first got injured, it was 3 weeks. It could be longer. It's going to be a week-to-week thing, unfortunately. No clear updates. Who should I drop, T. Higgins or Chase Claypool as Christian? I would say Chase, if you really have to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here. Alex, would you trade DJ Moore for Michael Carter? Full PPR. My RBs are Gibson, Saquon, Javonte Williams. My wide receivers are Tyreek, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Pittman, Bateman, and Ayuk. Yeah.
Call me crazy, but I would trade Moore, who I love, for a guy like Michael Carter.
And looking at the depth overall at the receiver position for you, yes. Yeah. Like, you're pretty stacked at receiver, so yes. Wild Prodigy, what's going on, man? Moss or McNichols? I'm kind of feeling Moss thoughts. I'd lean Moss as well. It's a safer play.
Yeah.
Chase Brown, I'm thinking about keeping Hubbard for at least a week. That's fine, too. Don't want to lose him. CMC gets hurt. What was that? Oh, so you can use Calvin Ridley. You can use Calvin Ridley, but I can't use Derrick Henry. No, use him. Use him.
No, I'll take him out.
Use him.
I get it. You're scared.
Use him. I want you to use him. I don't play by your games. Use them. Let's see here, Chase. That's tough, man. That's really tough on who to drop there. maybe. Ooh, you can make an argument for almost any of those backs, right? Listen, I think you're going to get better value out of Hunt down the stretch than you're going to get out of Hubbard, Williams, Herbert, Pollard, or McNichols, and maybe even CEH as well. So I'm thinking Pollard or Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I guess I have to resume this, don't I? Oh no, I
Yeah.
don't. It's tough. I think you go with your gut on that one, man. But it's really, really tough. But Hunt is worth the drop. Ronald, there's nothing more dangerous than someone with a bad record just making boomer bust dart throws. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. It's a good point. Sea Dog, one of you be the Texans, others be Lions. Didn't we already do that?
We did do that, yeah.
Yes.
And
yeah.
That was a pretty wild game, I'm not gonna lie. You did get the win in that one.
Yes.
Whoa, that was a complete
lying.
accident, by the way.
Ooh, that was so lucky.
Like, that was an accident completely.
Good. Alex McBuckets, I'm down bad for RB. Gibson has been disappointing, and Saquon can't catch a break.
Yeah, I'm terrified of Gibson rest of the season, man.
I feel you there as well, being a Christian McCaffrey and David Montgomery owner and a James Robinson owner on the same team. So it's tough this year. It's not a good year for running backs, man. That's why you got to go out and get a guy in the first round, right? Because it's always so thin. Christian, I have Terry and Lockett. Ron the Goat. Folk is still on waivers. Do I roll with him or Matt Gay rest of season? That was for you, Steven, when you got timed out.
Yeah. So, right, Nick Folk has been the better kicker, best kicker on the season right now. But with that said, he actually has an injury that he's been playing through. And I think with Matt Gay's consistency and being part of the way better offense, right now I want to say Matt Gay is the kicker you go with here. Now, if this Nick Folk injury disappears, then maybe it's something we don't have to worry about. But it is an aggravated knee. So with a kicker, that is crucial, right? So I would go with a guy like Matt Gay. He's so consistent. He's not the top scorer, but he is right there in that top 4, top 5.
Would you trade Hunt for Moss and Michael Carter? I'd consider it for sure. I think you almost have to if you just looking at the depth available there. I'd definitely consider it. Christian, Hill or Adams rest of season. It's very hard for me to go against Adams, man.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult. But Hill is Hill, man. I got nothing bad to say about him, man.
Tell you what, if J-Lo was the quarterback, then maybe. John, can we also take a little small debate at some point tonight about what's going on? Not debate, but what's going on with Aaron Rodgers? You were briefly talking before we jumped on the stream, but do you think this is something that's going to hurt the Packers? Do you think this is something that's going to maybe hurt the chances of Rodgers playing? I don't know what's going on.
There's speculation that this could be a big moment for J-Lo's career, man.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers might be out next week as well. Yeah. He's not vaccinated. So that really impacts him overall if he continues to test positive. So
yeah,
it could be a big moment for J-Lo going against this Kansas City Chiefs defense. Chase Brown, part of me wants to get rid of CH. I don't want him. That's fine too, man. Trust your gut. Trust your gut, Chase. We're trusting your gut. Aaron Jones or Swift rest of the season. I'd still lean Aaron Jones here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ronald Pollard is RB26 as a handcuff. Yeah. Probably the best handcuff situation in the entire league.
Dude, he's so good.
Yeah. Let's see here. Why are you covering that guy, Steven? That's not going to help you. Let's see here. Manny T, who should I drop for Tajay Sharp, Edwards, or Van Jefferson? I'd lean Van Jefferson there. Yeah, Tajay Sharp is another guy to keep an eye on. He saw a lot of that volume versus, or at least last week, right? Much, much more volume than Russell Gage. Tajay Sharp is definitely a guy to keep an eye on.
Hey, he's on my squad, man. He's on the Falcons. We got that 7-point lead.
Oh, I thought you meant in fantasy. I was about to be pissed if you picked him up because I might need him. It's a good question, though, Manny. Ron the Goat, everyone's going to stop sleeping on CEH. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm not hating on him. We'll see. Sea Dog, watching both of you be white uniforms hurts me. It's one of my biggest pet peeves in Madden. Oh no. I'm sorry, man. We should have changed that. We should have. I'm sorry, Sea Dog.
Yeah, that is kind of gross that we're both white uniforms here.
It's going to be the only reason Steven potentially wins. Ronald Pollard is a no doubt RB1 if Zeke goes down. Yep, that's absolutely best handcuff situation, of course, in the league. Chase, I'm going to drop Khalil Herbert for Hump. That's fine too. Decision made. I mean, listen, David Montgomery's very close to return, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Christian, DK or CD rest of the season? Part of me still wants to say DK here. As CD Lamb drops a catch. Earliest Rodgers could return is November 10th. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I think he'll probably be back as soon as he can, though. But what if J-Lo has like a 400-yard passing game? Wouldn't that be kind of nuts?
That'd be hilarious. You were itching for that one, weren't you?
I was a little itchy. Love will finally get respect he deserves after this week. It's his moment after a year and a half. Prime time. I mean, this is a big game. This was going to be one of the best games of the week if Aaron Rodgers played, and he could, J-Lo could still make this one of the best games of the week for sure. Wow, that was so sad.
I watched this. Okay. Yeah, you saw what I was doing there. I'm going to cut you off here because I think what the biggest thing about what this J-Lo performance does is if he goes out and beats Patrick Mahomes, this doesn't have any sort of controversy for this year, obviously, but it does incentivize the Packers to maybe make that move to get Rodgers out of the locker room, who's been kind of toxic in terms of the drama he creates on the offseason, but I don't know.
I'm a little upset right now. I can't talk to you.
Yeah, that was a pretty big wow, it's 10-6 now. How did I break that tackle? I was standing still.
Let's see here. Hey, Catch from C. Crip. What's going on, C. Crip? Should I trade Darren Waller for Fournette? I lost Derrick Henry, but I have Schultz's backup. My other RB is CPAT. I'm struggling at running back right now. Thanks, guys.
Luckily, you have CPAT.
You can definitely consider this. Yeah. I would consider this all the way. For sure. Let's see here. Steven, check out the Catch Fam League starting J-Lo over Stafford. Ooh, let's go, Jerry.
That's amazing, Jerry.
Christian, no, best backup is Madison, in my opinion. He's right there as well.
Yeah.
He's right there as well.
I will say, whenever he plays this year,
he's phenomenal.
We saw in the past couple of years, he would do really good in the handcuff role, and then when he would end up getting the full starter role, he wouldn't totally assume those duties. But, man, this year, when he gets that shot, he's like a 20-point fantasy performer every single time.
Yeah.
I've been itching. I mean, I got him on my team. I'm just waiting for the moment, right? Again, you never want to wish for anybody to get hurt, but if Cook goes down, I got an RB1 right there.
Ronald, there you go. Drop him, not Pollard. Yeah. Ron the Goat. As a Cook owner, I can confirm Madison is the best handcuff. Hey, I like Madison too. Him and Pollard, both great guys to have. Steven loves both of those guys. Wow, what was that? Okay.
Man, Pitt's a beast.
Ronald, well, Pollard has the same upside with standalone value, so I have to go Pollard. It's a good argument. It's a good argument between those guys. Christian, do I start CMC or Carter in case he doesn't play? Or can I play Woods instead if I stick with CMC? Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh. I think you start CMC if he plays. If he doesn't, you start Carter. And it's okay to start Woods as well. I think you have a good situation there for sure.
You can't bench Christian McCaffrey.
No, his ceiling is far too high.
And his floor.
Sure.
Yeah.
Has he had less than 20 fantasy points in the last
in his
years?
Career? No, I don't know.
Yeah. So how often do you look at the stream to see what my plays are? Is what I'm kind of curious about. C-Dog, bold prediction. I may be biased, but after the blowout win last week, the Eagles win 10 or 11 games and make playoffs. Hey, they could. It's easier to make the playoffs now. They could.
Oh man.
I like this bold prediction.
I don't know about that one.
I like this bold prediction. There'll probably be worse bold predictions on the year.
Yeah. So listen to the first take.
Sea Dog, that was the start for him. We'll see. We'll see. Cali Loco, pick one start. Dearnest, Hasty, Purine, or Mitchell. Wow.
Move the
Dearnest,
chains.
move the chains. I'm about to make a play. Which Madden was that song in?
Wasn't that last year?
No, that was like 3 years ago.
Oh, it always seems like it's the same.
Well, wow. This is a bad game. I would actually lean with Dearnest Dotson there. Ron the Goat Wow, the Browns might be releasing OJ or Odo Beckham.
Good. He's
This
terrible
one's
for them.
south fast.
Yeah. You know, the one weird thing is apparently, teammates were liking the post as well. Like, I thought he was like Baker was super loved in his locker room. I don't know what's going on now. It seems like this Browns Super Bowl prediction, this Browns real chance to turn it around. It's looking scary now, and it does seem to all be starting with Mr. Odell Beckham being a diva and being upset he doesn't get the passes again.
It's not a good situation. I don't like it either. I didn't know that about the Beckham tweets, but it definitely feels murky. Ooh. Drew Charlton, Chubb for Kelsey, PPR. Other running backs are Najee Montgomery, Herbert, Madison, and Pollard. Only weak on team is tight end. Ooh. Yeah, I think you definitely consider that. But I like Chubb coming up a lot right now, man. It really depends on if Montgomery can be healthy, but even then, you got Herbert. Ooh, it's so tough. But I think you definitely consider this man. Ooh, let us know in the chat. What do you guys think of Drew's trade there? Let us know. CMC's floor is injured. Yeah, fair enough, Ronald. Jerry, if you guys get the chance to watch Last Night in Soho, I highly recommend it. It was definitely a mind F. All right, we'll have to check that out.
I saw the trailer for that, and I love the actress in it. It was the Queen's Gambit girl, I believe. And give us a little summary of that. Obviously, no spoilers or anything like that, but what is it about? I couldn't really tell from the trailer.
Sea Dog, Odell Beckham going to the Colts, calling it now.
Dude, I saw this and I got so angry. Yeah. My blood is boiling right now.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Ooh!" I saw that too. Where do you guys think Odell Beckham ends up though?
Dude, does anybody seriously want him?
Yeah, I do.
No, seriously, who wants him?
Someone would sign him. Someone will sign him for sure.
Saints? I did hear a rumor about that.
Well, can we talk about the fact that apparently Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers, I mean, you talked about Phillip Rivers last night, but now apparently there's a rumor that Drew Brees could come back. Do you buy that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I do buy it. I buy it more for Drew Brees, to be honest, but I think maybe this has been an ongoing thing too, right? I don't think Sean Payton wanted Drew to leave. And this is no, but dude, this is also what are they now? Like they're like 5-win team or something like that. Like this is a good ball club. And they've been playing with no quarterback. Just imagine if they had gotten Tom Brady and he had not gone to Tampa Bay. I mean, holy crap.
This is like the best. Like their defense has been okay in previous years, but this is like the best their defense has ever played.
Yeah, this is definitely the best they've been.
They're definitely a defense first team. What is Michael Parsons doing? Oh my gosh! Did you see him just stop?
Well, Russell Gage just got absolutely butterfingers there.
Miami or Philly defense? Interesting here.
Oh, that's give me. Hey, bud.
Dude, my analog's messed up. My analog.
Oh, yeah. It
is.
Of course, brother. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What post are you talking about? I got OBJ going home to New York.
Wow, wouldn't that be something, huh? With all the injuries they bring back Odell. There's no way Gettleman would take him back. He hates him.
Oh, we didn't answer the question. Miami or Philly?
Neither. I think you'd have to go Miami there, but
yeah. I'd take a swing on Miami as well.
John, I was actually thinking about this. I saw this in the Catch Fan. This was one of the only options left at defense. What are your thoughts on a defense like Kansas City against Green Bay and Jordan Love? They had a decent
Ooh.
game last week. They do seem to get a turnover every here and there, right? And I would assume that Jordan Love might have a pick here and there too. I don't know. Do you think it's a dart throw? I definitely think it's more of a dart throw than the LA Chargers.
Ooh. I don't like it. I don't. Personally, I don't.
Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine.
I don't like it. I don't trust this Kansas City defense
Yeah,
at
they
all.
do suck. They're one of the worst.
They're bad. They don't suck. They're like awful.
Oh, I should not. Whoa,
Oh no, no.
dude, you can't run them back like I can.
Okay.
No,
Oh, I thought you were gonna do an onside kick.
there's
Really
no
did.
point.
Uh our Green Bay. Green Bay was also another option there for those defensive streams. Ooh. I don't think I'd roll with Green Bay. I don't think I would. OBJ
Mahomes
is
has
gonna.
thrown like 2 picks a game.
That's true, but I don't think I would. OBJ is gonna go to Saints or Raiders. We'll probably go to some team
Yeah,
that no one's expecting, like the Cardinals.
yeah, yeah. They'll just stack up another one.
Yeah, yeah. Chubb trade is good. I agree. Ronald, yes, people want him. Steven just has like a huge hatred for Odell Beckham for some
Hey, man,
reason.
I will say this: why didn't they trade him? Right? Because that's obviously why Odell and his dad were doing that the day before trade deadline, posting that video of Baker throwing all those bad passes. Like he wanted out of there. I don't know.
That might be true too. Jaywin, what's going on, man? Good to have you out here tonight. Whoever picks him up will need to pay his full salary. No team is going to want to do that. That's a good point. He doesn't look like he's having fun in the booth. Oh, to Drew Brees. Yeah, I was thinking about Odell Beckham.
He seems awkward up there.
I think the rumor is they asked him and he said he was fine where he is. I think Rivers is actually possible. Steven would love to see Philip Rivers back in the league.
I think he'd be good there. I think he'd be good there.
I'm surprised.
No, I mean, like, the thing is that I think he fits that system a lot more than he fit the Colts system. I mean, he's a gunslinger. That's what he's always done, and that's a New Orleans mo over the history of Sean Payton's career there. But
Sure.
also, I mean, Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara back together too. It's just a well balanced team.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of surprised that Rivers wants to come out of retirement. I could see him love coaching. I was surprised he wanted to come out of there.
We'll see. We'll see. You don't think that Trevor Seaman and Taysom Hill can get the job done? Yeah.
No shot in hell. Although I will say this, he's obviously better than Tom Brady because he beat him, right? Oh, I was coming for that.
Which wide receiver should I try and trade Elijah Mitchell for? Got Deontay Johnson, Bateman, Tony, and Gallup. I had Ridley. Okay. You could probably get a pretty good player out of this. You want to look for a team that's got, pretty good depth overall at the position. But nice pick, Steven. I would definitely. It's hard to, it depends on the teams out there in your league, right? But you could definitely take a swing at a good receiver. Let us know who you think you've got a shot at getting, right? I would look at teams in a good position or a team just that have a lot of depth at the position as well. Wide receiver position, that is. Ronald, they have to pay him $8 million for this year. A ton of teams have $8 million to burn. It's a good argument as well. Let's see here. Green Bay has 7 points or more in like every game.
Yeah, they're one of the best defenses in fantasy football this year.
And I guess you're right. Mahomes is turning the football over.
He's leading the league right now.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not a crazy play there. I mean, it's obviously like very, very few people are going to recommend you play them against anybody against Patrick Mahomes. But I'll say if you have no other options, it might just be your best call.
So if I run that one play that I do, are you going to pick it?
I don't know, John. I might have to.
I honestly don't know what Elijah Mitchell's value is. I think you can get a decent player out of him, man, for sure. For sure. Sea Dog, do you think Kyler will play? And if he does, will it be a run heavy day for them?
I think he's going to play, but guys, we have to really temper what we're going to expect out of Kyler Murray because that injury is going to mean, if anything, that he limits the amount that he runs, which is wow, that sucks. The number one reason he is such a good fantasy asset. I get it. He's an amazing quarterback, even just throwing the ball. But in terms of fantasy, that's where he separates himself. And what we saw over the first few weeks of the season when he was a little banged up, had that shoulder injury, he was not running it. And dude, that's I think what's going to happen here too. I don't know why Kyler would be forced to scramble or be put in a position to scramble voluntarily. This seems like more of like hand the ball off, quick short passes, get the ball out of Kyler Murray's hands quickly so it doesn't get into a more serious injury.
I agree with that. Get James Conner involved. Dump it off to Chase Edmonds. I agree with that, man. Hey, Steven, run the other way, man. Ronald, remember when people just kept giving Antonio Brown money for not playing for them, like team after team? Yeah. It worked out in the end, man. It worked out in the end. Won a Super Bowl. Now he's just hurt every other week for me as my only wide receiver. But oh wow, what was that, dude? Was that a cheat code?
Yeah, that was a cheat code. RBLBX.
Would Mitchell for Sutton be fair? The guy really wants Mitchell, and I have Sutton and McLaurin. Yeah. So you're actually getting Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, because if you're getting
no, I'm sorry. You're getting Sutton. I read that wrong.
Oh man, I wouldn't do that then.
I don't know how crazy I am about Sutton with Judy coming back and everything. So
and Mitchell's a hell of a back right now.
Yeah. It depends. Send us your full roster. Jalen. C-Dog, I have Kyler and Tua, so Kyler plays at 425 and Tua plays at 1. If we hear nothing by 1, Kyler's status should be safe, and I play Tua. That's so tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's such a bad position to be in, man.
Tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if they both play and Tua still outperforms him.
I get the argument as well. Keep the running back for Sutton. Take Terry, though. I agree with that, Ron.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Cole Beasley or Devontae Parker in the flex for LeBron's brain? I'm leaning Parker against Texans, man. You guys might hate me after this week if he has a bad game, but I really like this matchup, and I'm putting my faith in him this week as well. Litsky, what's good, John and Stephen? Hope all is well. What's up, Doc?
What's up, Litsky?
Dude, I was pressing every button that you're supposed to press in this game. And apparently you were too.
Dude, Matt Ryan's having an amazing game right now.
You know who's not having an amazing game is Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is easier when your opponent's plays are, being live streamed.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You can just look over and see them, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, not a lot for Steven to say there. Oh my gosh, I messed up. Did you see what I did?
You were trying to pick it.
Well, I thought you were throwing at Kyle Pitts, so I was doing a completely different movement.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it switched to the closest corner and it made him go backwards.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, you still haven't won this game, so don't get too happy. Yeah, silence.
Look at us, he's quarterback right now. That's why.
Josh Rosen's in the game, man. I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were going to do it. Did he get in?
What?
That's stupid. Secret, which one do I bench? Barkley has been ruled out. Booker, Harris, Pittman, start 2. Thanks, guys. Of course, I'd lean Booker and Pittman. It's a bad matchup for Damian Harris.
I like Booker this week, man.
I like Booker a lot this week. Jerry, while Ruggs was going 156 before crashing. I saw that as well.
Terrible, man. Terrible. And
awful.
I mean, talk about raw talent. This guy coming out of Alabama. Holy crap, man. Wasn't he the first receiver taken in that draft, too? I think he was.
I don't remember at the top of my head.
I remember Las Vegas. John Gruden was just like, we need him. He's fast. He's like a Tyreek Hill for us.
Was CeeDee Lamb first?
No, I don't believe so.
Wasn't Jerry Judy in there too?
Jerry Judy was as well. Yeah, we got to
Dude,
look that up.
we'll look it up. Let's see here. Sea Dog, finally, will James Robinson play? I don't know, brother. I want him to. I really want him to.
First receiver taken, number 12 overall.
Yeah, okay. That's right. John Gruden was like, he's fast. I mean, I don't want to get too much into this, but what a dark year for the Raiders, man.
Yeah.
How do you like that catch?
That's pretty good.
Litsky, got to put my alerts on. I'm always late to these lives. Hey, yeah, hit that notification bell, guys. Hit that like button down below. Help us get as many new viewers to the stream as possible. And of course, if you are new here, consider subscribing down below, becoming part of the Catch fam. No!
Oh, and guys, we're always here to see John lose in epic fashion on Madden too. I mean, look at how embarrassing this is, guys. Embarrassing.
You played that perfect. I have to hand it to you.
Thank you.
You brought the extra man, and he knew what play it was because that's the oldest play in Madden. It's been in the game since 1995. And you covered the tight end perfectly. You know the PA scissors, bro. You know PA scissors.
The PA scissors is one of the classics, dude.
Wow.
Sorry,
Ronald Parker's floor is like 7 targets, and he actually catches targets. So Parker's a pretty safe floor with a good amount of touchdown upside. Yeah, I love him this week versus Houston, man. Absolutely. Oh, right back at it. I love him this week, Ronald. Absolutely agree. Okay, Jaywin, Lamar, Chubb, Kamara, Mitchell, Gainwell. Oh my gosh.
Ridley, Johnson, Tony.
Yes, then I think it's fine, but I think you can get a better trade. Okay, I really do. I think you can get a better trade out of that than Cortland Sutton. But your running back depth is definitely there. All right, let's see here. Also, Montgomery. Yeah, your running back depth is definitely good enough to move on. Wyatt, what's going on, brother? Thanks for coming out tonight. Appreciate you coming out. That's my guy right there. What's up, Wyatt? One sub away? Are we really, Wyatt? Look at Wyatt with the nice call out. We are 1 sub
Guys,
away.
If you were in there and you can hit that sub button, you can be the 400 subscriber, baby. Oh, that's a good feat.
Make the dream come true. Dude, my game's lagging, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course. John's going to quit with like 30 seconds left. I just want to let you know that right now, guys.
Which rank do you have Keenan Allen and Debo rest of season full PPR? I got Debo quite up there.
Yeah, man. Debo.
I got
like
Debo
Keenan
higher.
Allen a lot too, rest of
I do
season.
too.
Oh, you got lucky there. You got lucky like a plate of mac and cheese with extra cheddar on top, brother.
Okay. I'm starting Mike Williams this week, but honestly, if you look at the numbers, just pure math, Parker is probably the safer play. Yeah.
Yeah, he's safer, man, but
no, I didn't see him, bro.
Devastating. Oh no.
What? I hate this game. I hate this game.
Man, I just see this as being if Mike Williams is like fully ready to go, injuries getting better throughout the week. This is a week I could see Mike Williams like popping off for like 20 plus points
against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a fumble, bro.
Oof, calling a timeout, John.
Steven John promised us you would wear a costume for the 400 sub.
So, no, we actually talked about this the other day. We are going to do a big special thing. Me and John both will dress up. We'll do something fun for the 500 subscriber video for stream. We're going to go all out for that.
500 sub day is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm basically
eat some food live. Maybe eat some food live.
You've already done that. So, you have already done that. I'm hoping it lands on a Sunday. So, because if we're in the range on a Sunday, I'm gonna stream all day on a Sunday.
A 24-hour?
Not a 24-hour, but
we also talked about the logistics of that. Like maybe one day, if John and I are just totally alone for like a 24-hour window, we just you just get to see us like every motion that we do for 24 hours, and then one of us just might not exist the next day.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Madden. Jerry, we'll definitely do something special for 500 for sure. And we still haven't hit 400, so this might not be the 400 stream. Matt Ryan scored a touchdown. I don't care about it. I gave up on this game. Jaywin, do you trust McLaurin to bounce back? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Ron the Goat, I'm having mac and cheese right now with chicken tenders. That sounds
Dude, I
delicious.
saw that and I was like, oh, guns a blazing.
That sounds delicious. What do you think of Metcalf going forward? I got full confidence
Full
in my guy
confidence.
Metcalf.
Especially with Wilson. What do they think? He's coming back in like the next couple weeks, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
he might be back by week 10.
yeah, that is so awesome to me, and it seems like that is a definitely a possibility. Man, John is
Uh,
just steaming right now.
so the line this week is Kyler, Tua, Robinson, Mitchell, Thielen, Hollywood, Knox, Myers, or Kirk. Defense. I like it. I also have Henry and Hunt, Hurt, and DK on a bye. Oh, yeah. I think you're fine.
Oh, what?
Dude, come on, Michael Gallup, you idiot. Not that it matters, but I hope so. Just traded for him. Yeah, I think he'll be. I think Scary Terry will be okay. A day
I
in the
tried to
life,
trade for him earlier today.
Jerry. A day in the life of Steven. You don't want to see that.
You don't want to. Nobody. I don't want to see that, brother.
You don't want to see that. Caden, who wins in trade? Robert Woods and Eckler for Saquon Jacobs and Tyler Boyd. Ooh. I think I'm still leaning Woods and Eckler here.
Yeah.
But I really like that depth between Josh Jacobs and Saquon. But they're hurt. Okay, Eckler ain't hurt, and Woods is a far better receiver as well.
Yeah.
Whoa. Turn your cheat codes off, bro.
Woo!
Let's see here. Out of McLaurin, Diggs, Godwin, Jefferson, Debo, Pittman, who is realistic to trade Mitchell for? Okay. McLaurin, Diggs, Godwin, Jefferson, Debo. Probably
I think McLaurin.
I'm about to say McLaurin's probably the most realistic. I mean, I like
Pittman's
any
there.
of those guys if you can get them.
I think you could probably do McLaurin, Godwin, or Pittman if the guy's running back needy.
Sure. Or
Jefferson
wide
and
receiver
Debo, no
heavy.
chance. Yeah, Jefferson and
Yeah.
Debo, I would say no chance.
Yeah. You know, Steven, you got lucky. You got lucky. Let's go. Oh, wait, he caught it. I thought I caught it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Did
This is
you
a bad
envision,
one.
Did you envision this happening?
No, I want to play again really badly. Very angry right now.
We'll go one more.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can we get out of this one?
Yeah, you can quit.
No, you quit.
No, I don't want the loss on my record. I've killed you.
Wait, it's not letting me quit. Hold on, we'll just try and run it out. Just C-Dog, I'm seeing stuff about how Henry might come back for fantasy playoffs as Titans win at the time.
Man, I don't know about that.
I could see it, but we'll see what happens. Jerry, I'm going to trade away Henry. Yeah, that's probably a good. How you like this, Ethan?
Oh my gosh, don't do this.
I'm trying to run it out. I'm running it out. Can't catch me.
Well, don't run this way. Dude, run away from my team. Just stop.
God, there are so many. I got scared.
It's like a zombie apocalypse.
That
Dude.
was like zombies in Call of Duty, bro. Does time come off the clock during a 2-pointer?
No.
Well, why are you, dude? We're trying to get out of this so we can play another game. Do you not know?
Dude, you got like destroyed by the Falcons, man. I put a 46 on your head.
Dude, no one's even commenting on it there. I have Cordero, so I was pretty happy about it. Oh, so you ended up with Woods and Eckler. I like it, Caden. I like it quite a bit, man. And he's still got Cordero. I like it. Jerry, I'm going to trade away Henry. Yeah, I really like this. Really, really like this. I mean, I think it's a good option, right? To go ahead and try and get rid of him right now.
Run the goat. 46 on John, head top by Matt Ryan.
Hey, that was a bad game.
That was rough, man. Tell you what, that was almost like you're having a salad and you think it's Caesar and it's blue cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, sure.
Saw it here first at the catch, guys. Hit
Yeah,
that subscribe button.
yeah. Let's see here. Hunt may return next week, so I'm gonna hold Henry. Oh, hold on. Let me set up this Madden game. I'm gonna hold Henry into my R spot and just keep him there. There you go. That's fine too. Oh man, I got destroyed by Steven. Oh, what? Steven won. Z. JM, would you try and trade away Debo now? I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't. Sea Dog, let the chat pick teams next game.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you guys have 2 minutes. Pick our team. I lost the last 2 rounds. So Steven's, we were 3-3, but now we're 5-3. Steven's up 2.
We've already done Lions Texans, by the way, so we're not going to do that one.
Adam, what's good? Ooh, Sea Dog, Eagles, Broncos. Y'all can choose who is who. Jerry, I want to see John use the Titans with Henry. Jaywin, Giants, Eagles, or Eagles, Colts, so Wentz can go back to Philly, says Sea Dog.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Eagles, Colts?
You get the Colts.
Okay.
Because it's your team.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'm sure you were really hurt by not getting to play with Wentz.
I mean, I thought you'd rather have them. Where are the Eagles? What did they start with? This is a pretty even matchup.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I use my playbook because you don't know my plays that well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's see here.
Okay. Let's go, boys.
IR spots are just bench spots this year. There are always 2 players injured to put there. That is big facts, Jace. Yeah, it seems like everybody's going down every other week.
Dude, I wish we had 2 IR spots in our league.
Yeah, I agree. But we're not going to do that because I know you want it. But injuries do ruin fantasy and just regular football too. It is really sad. Just think about those guys that could be out here so far on a weekly basis. It's pretty tough, right? And with Derrick Henry going down, honestly, like that hurts so bad because it is fun to watch him play on a weekly basis. I mean, the guys, and the unfortunate thing too, man. And I don't want to sound too down about this, but at the running back position, it's so tough to come back from a foot injury. And I just really hope that Derrick Henry is the same Derrick Henry when he comes back. You know,
it's bad for the NFL for sure.
Yeah, but
it's like my first thought.
Part of the game.
My owner refuses to put IR spots. The last 2 years when I needed the most, at least put one. I think one, especially with COVID destinations over the last 2 years, is crucial. Like you
need one.
If you don't have it, that's just messed up, man. It's just messed up. Aiden, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat. Steven, I have one stipulation for this game.
What?
You cannot play with Rodrigo Blankenship. He's hurt, bro.
Okay. Was he in?
No, I don't know. As I play with Miles Sanders.
Yeah, what the heck? You gotta put in Boston Scott.
All right.
Or put in Jordan Howard since you love him so much.
Dude, don't talk about Jordan Howard.
Let's see here. Is T.Y. Hilton like still alive? Like what happened to him? He got like that hit was devastating. I'm gonna take him out even though he's still technically like in.
Dude, I don't have T.Y. Hilton.
What?
I mean, I don't have Zach Ertz. That's not fair.
Oh yeah, he's still not just there.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ron the Goat. I had 3 IR spots in every league because I just feel like it's fair. I honestly, I don't feel like that's unfair. I don't. The NFL still adds an extra game just for money. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, these short weeks, Thursday night games are bad for the players. These extra games are bad for players. Extra playoff game is bad for players. I mean,
There's a
it's
lot of
just
things that are bad for the players, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but it does make a lot of money, and so it'll probably keep happening. I don't think this is the last time the NFL increases the season.
I just made Miles Sanders my third string running back. Get off
What?
me, boy.
Wait, what?
Oh my gosh, I don't know what that was.
Wait, what just happened, dude?
Hold
Dude,
on.
I was ready to destroy you. I read that run perfectly.
It says I have no pauses left, or else I was gonna do an instant
An
replay.
instant
That was a
replay.
glitch, dude. I'm sorry.
That was so whack. You should punt it.
I would have gone for it anyways. Get
What?
off me. Let's see here. I'm gonna ask him if I can overtake him as an owner. Yeah, you should, Chase. Tell him, get him in the live chat, bro. We'll tell him what's up,
We'll
bro.
tell him you're taking over.
We got
After
your
he
back,
hits
Chase.
after he hits the subscribe button.
Sea Dog Hot Rod is not in the game. EA took him out. Wow, that was quick. For good reason though. Ty was great. Maybe still has juice, but he is walking injury report. You can't a spot in the current landscape, and Shepard is headed that way. Man, I miss T.Y. Hilton back in the day.
Oh my gosh, the ghost, dude. He's so good.
I miss a healthy T.Y. Hilton.
I will say though, man, Michael Pittman has really taken a step into that role as the wide receiver 1 and 2 for this offense, and he's looked amazing.
Yeah. I love me some the armpit.
Armpitty?
Good old Michael Pitts.
Pitts in the
You
middle.
should punt it. Yeah. Steven will try any way to win. I can tell you that much. Adam, who do you have higher rest of season, Darrell Henderson or Joe Mixon? Wow. I really like Henderson, man. I really, really like Henderson. I think Steven would say Mixon, though.
I would, but I like Henderson a lot too, and I think it's close. I think they're going to be very similar running backs rest of the season.
Chase, how much do you think Pittman's going to drop on your head this week, Steven?
A lot, and I'll be rooting for it. I'll be rooting that he's the only one doing that, though. But I definitely need Pittman to ball out this week.
Henderson has better offensive machine. I agree. That's part of why I like him a little bit more. I have a Pavlovian response to hearing a can of soda open. This is a sparkling water.
Oh my gosh. John has been sponsoring this for like
This is not a Waterloo, though. It's not a Waterloo.
Oh, really?
Get your broken ankles out of here, boy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you pushed him on the ground after the play.
Get your broken ankles out of here. Watch you beat me, Steven, says Chase. I'm going to be big upset if that happens, but I have mad respect for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey,
it's the first person in Steven's life to ever say that.
I finally got my first win last week in our league. Yeah, I beat I got the
Do you have proof of that?
Oh, wow. Carson, what are you doing, brother? Get that hit.
Stiff-armed.
Yeah, Carson's been getting thrown around, dude. Wow.
That was kind of scary, though. I honestly thought Carson was going to, like, destroy me.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Is Blexter not playing on the Catch Fan League? I think he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he made a trade with me, I believe.
Didn't he just beat me? Whoa.
Getting a little feisty, aren't you, John?
Well, I had nothing to do with that. I mean, it's just stupid computer.
Oh, yeah, sure. For sure, John.
Steven won 110 to 83.
Thank you for the score, Jerry. I just appreciate that. Let everybody know that I did it for the city, that I represent. Oh my gosh, he is fast. This is unfair.
What's unfair? Oh, it's unfair when you start losing?
What dance is that?
That's the dance.
It was like, what is he, like a Squidward? Like,
yeah.
Wow, this is interesting.
Minshew.
Dude, I love what Minshew looks like in this game.
Yeah, dude, I thought he had dreads.
That was awesome.
Ooh, accurate kick. My first one ever. I like how Wentz chose 2 like 1 plus 1 from 11. Yeah. Uh, Chase Brown, he is on that 1-game win streak. I'm worried. Last week I scored 151 without Steven. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
team has only projected 59 points and he hasn't made changes to his lineup. Oh, I'm sure he'll check by the end of the week. Some people are late bloomers in the week. They like to wait till the dust
Yeah.
has settled so they don't overreact. Why is Ellinger in?
Why do you think, dude?
Okay. Okay. Eagles just too good. I'm telling you, I'll watch the playoff run. Yeah, I mean, this is whatever I do here in Madden is a projection of the Eagles. Dude,
No!
that was
Oh my gosh.
Steven. You can tell Steven's getting into it. He's getting a little quiet over there.
Yeah. Oh wow, Sam. Sam.
Why did you take Carson Wentz out, dude?
Because he sucks, dude.
He hasn't done anything wrong.
He threw a pick.
Unless he knows what's coming and just accepted it. J-Lo going for 35 points. Jerry, you're the man. Dude, I thought you were going to bomb that.
Oh wow.
Ooh, Fletcher
Nice hit.
Cox.
Nice hit. Fletcher Cox is all over the place.
It's a big man. He'll tackle you, though. That dude in our league that is 8-0 had King Henry and James Robinson. Think he takes an L? No, I think he definitely has a shot at taking an L. Dude, I was trying to audible and it said that your connection was lost. That's not fair.
Oh, give me a break.
That's not fair, bro. Did you do it on purpose so I couldn't audible and know what's happening?
Yeah, that's what I did.
I swear, man. I swear you're a cheater.
Oh my gosh. What is going on with my line right now?
I don't know, but they suck.
Yeah.
Boom. I just like pancaking your players.
Jeez, you're blowing up my players every play.
C-Dog, is Elijah Mitchell hurt? Let me see what I can find out.
I haven't really heard a ton about that.
Wow, I'm trying to pull up my app and it's telling me I have to listen to. Wait, what? Why am I signed out? Hold on.
Here we go. Won't practice Wednesday with a ribs injury.
He's probably fine.
Hopes he gets to practice during the week, so we'll revisit the back status come Thursday. Yeah, but I will say this. That's scary with Kyle Shanahan in the past, right? Especially going into, you know, oh man, with Jeff Wilson looming too. Still scary. I would definitely monitor that.
You see that? I'm a good sport. You see that, Steven?
What'd you do?
You got a flag because you're paying attention to the chat, and I declined it.
Yeah, it's because you're sorry.
Okay. What are you going to do here, bro? Who you throwing it to? What are you doing, bro? You know my linebackers are the best in the
First
league.
down, first down.
Oh, you got the first. that was questionable, bro.
That was very questionable.
Like,
let's pick.
You're double teaming Fletcher Cox, bro. Yeah, we're going to have to monitor this situation with Elijah Mitchell. Ron the Goat, he has Cup, Mixon, and Zeke still. Wow. How did he get all those running backs? That's my question.
Yeah, that is a lot of backs.
Start Tua or Wentz this week? Ooh.
I
think I'm leaning Tua.
Yeah.
Wentz is not a bad option, but I think I'm leaning Tua.
No, yeah.
Boom. Get out of here. Timeout. My team needs a break. Jerry says to go with Wentz.
Okay. Like the sport chair.
Ronald, of course he is hurt. He plays for San Francisco.
Yeah. Seriously.
Fair.
What is going on with that squad, dude?
Oh, I just messed up. Oh, okay. Maybe not, but kind of. Let's see. He'll play C-Dog. Wednesday is a rest day for most players. I'm not worried. I'm not entirely worried here either.
But he needs to practice Thursday.
We'll see.
I'd be very concerned if he didn't.
Steven's concerned. I'm not. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my
That's such a
gosh.
Carson Wentz play,
Yeah.
dude. Just something random.
Someone make a trade with me in the Catch Fan League. Steven probably will.
I have made like 150 trades so far
Yeah.
this year.
Mark might, if you hit up Mark, he's been looking to trade some players. Even with Tua playing Houston and Miami. Yes. Yes. I love the matchup, man. Houston, I mean, it was a little bit better earlier in the season, but they're slipping, bro.
Yeah.
Like continuously slipping. Like they are not looking good. They are a team we can effectively stream against. Especially when it comes to quarterbacks. I knew you would do that, but of course he gets in. Stupid. Need help on defense. Should I play Colts defense or Cowboys defense? Many are saying Cowboys. Ooh.
John, I've been given recommendation for, if you're looking at this at all as a long-term play, I'd go Cowboys. But
Sure.
Colts and Cowboys both have great matchups these next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Cowboys have the Falcons, I believe, on deck after this one, and the Colts have the Jaguars on next after this one. So you're really getting a great pick either way. I will still say I do think the Colts have the better matchup this week, so I'm recommending it for this week that the Colts. But man, with that said, if you're looking for a defense for more than a couple weeks, maybe a rest of season defense with opportunity, the Cowboys defense down the stretch, excluding maybe 1 or 2 games, it's super favorable.
It is. And they get Washington twice in there, which we all like.
Very, very favorable. Yeah.
Very favorable.
Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah, why not? Let's see here. Ron the Goat. Someone might have traded him Zeke and Cup for AJ the rest of the start of the season. He's a Bengals fan, so he scooped Mixon. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that team is just loaded. Check out this kick, baby. Who said I was bad?
I definitely called the timeout.
Well, too bad. Okay, I see the 49ers slander. Careful I don't get Shanahan. See, dog, should I trade Kyler with all the injury concerns? That may sound dumb.
I was gonna say it just depends on what you get back, and you would need a true quarterback one. Like not a Herbert level quarterback. I'm talking like a true top 8, top 7 type of quarterback.
Yeah. You need a top dog for sure. Dude, I called the wrong play here. Like the wrong formation. Like he got a shot to score.
Oh.
Yeah. And I didn't have any timeouts. Ray Gamer, I'm playing 2 if Kyler is out. I think that's fine. Ronald says the Colts. Ray Gamer are both of the defenses rostered. Okay. Then I almost like the Colts more if you already got both of them. But you could argue either way for sure. Ooh, bad kick. Jerry, I just saw the video of Ocho Cinco showing people his bank account, and he casually had 15 mil sitting in his checking account. Yeah.
I mean, that's basically like John and I. I mean, whenever.
No.
Wow. Sometimes I wish I was Chad.
If Tua's out, Parker's still worth starting. I think Tua will play, so I don't think we need to worry there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why is Jack Doyle like cooking today?
But honestly, even if Tua's out, yes. Just based on matchup and the fact that the Brisket is not an awful start.
The Brisket was supporting some receivers as well, man.
Yeah.
He was not doing bad for Gesicki and the rest of that receiving core. Did
you really just go 2 plays and like 90 yards with the same player?
That's Wentz, baby. Make it 3. What? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. That was so demoralizing.
You got too cocky, bro.
That was so demoralizing.
Whew, that's scary. Dude, this formation's got Miles
Sanders. The fact that you're including Miles Sanders, he's got 5 carries for 14 very important yards. Okay. That's the only reason you're winning this game. It's disgusting, John. You're a cheating, disgusting man.
Dude, I was really scared. All I try to do is break up that pass. Ooh. All right. I'm sure John has a few comments in his account. Yeah, I wished.
I certainly do.
Let's see here. Ray Gamer, the rest of my lineup is good. I added Daniel Carson at kicker for the week.
Yeah, I think he's a good play this week against the Giants. He gave him a little last second shout out in the kicker video.
Yeah, and you like mispronounced his name. It was awesome. I'm really getting on you for your mispronunciations tonight. Uh oh, what? Oh no, I lost Steven at the end of the game. Oh no. And I was winning? Okay, well, I'm gonna give Steven a lot of crap for this. Let's Hey Steven. Okay.
Obviously,
You got
obviously
scared.
they, obviously they. It was just like a sign.
You got scared, huh?
I can't play another one either. I gotta go.
I get that win.
Yeah, you do. You do. You do.
Okay.
You Sea Dog, where's your support, Sea Dog?
Oh man.
I
To
saw
me,
Jerry's question too. Jerry, very, very serious question. How do I get out of jury duty? I don't think you can.
no, I don't know how to do that. Is
John's
James
really you're hurting.
I can't I was beating you, dude.
You know, I'll give you it because they always do say. I've always heard this, guys. Maybe I can pass this on. Do a good deed when you can, because then a deed will get done good to you, right?
That's
And
not how it goes.
after after I whooped your tailbone 2 games in a row, I'll give you that.
Steven got scared. I can't support someone who trashed Wentz all game. Wentz is good. You can't deny that.
Hey,
Steven's
I
probably the biggest Wentz supporter here.
I am. I'm also realistic sometimes with them. But hey, I like the support of Wentz because maybe that means you're a little bit of a supporter of the Colts as well.
Sea Dog, is Jameson Crowder playable? His recent numbers aren't awful. Yes, he's absolutely playable.
Yeah, especially if Corey Davis is on the fringe, right?
Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream for tonight since Steven is out, obviously done, right? So appreciate all you guys coming out as always, man. It was a blast tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That went by too quick, you guys. I feel like we need more timing, guys.
Yeah,
We need just hours with you guys. We don't have it. There's not enough time in the day.
yeah.
But killer stream, man. We'll be back on. Well, I'll be back on tomorrow night for the Thursday night football hangout. A little bit of a later stream tomorrow, probably kick off around 9:30 or so. So we'll get that scheduled for you guys. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you sub down below. Become part of the Catch Fam tonight. Wow. Hit that
Wow.
notification bell. You never miss an upload or stream, guys. Got our must-start quarterbacks out for the week. Tomorrow we'll have another must-start position. Steven's got his must-start kickers, must-start defenses. Make sure you guys go check out those videos and drop a like on them. It really helps us out as well. Derek Lincoln, wait, he's got a question.
Let's get it, guys. Let's
Let's get final question. Let's do it for Derek.
Derek.
Other than that, guys, Friday night. Gosh, the weeks are flying by, man. Friday night will be on around 9:30 as well. General Fantasy Q&A. Saturday we'll have the late night stream as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a good week, man. Gonna be a decent game tomorrow as well. Patterson or CeeDee Lamb in PPR?
Patterson for CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I consider this. If your running back depth is good enough, then yes, absolutely, I consider this.
Man, Patterson's a beast at PPR too, though, man.
Yeah, it just depends on what position you need more, Derek. Do you need a top running back more, or do you need a top receiver more? Okay, so it depends. If you need the running back, you keep Patterson. If you need depth at receiver, you add CeeDee Lamb, right? But I would definitely consider this for sure. It's a good trade. Let's see here. Ron the Goat, peace out, man. Wyatt, peace out. Jerry, peace out. James, trade Godwin for Emmanuel Sanders for DK. I don't think I'd give up that much depth.
No, because Emmanuel Sanders is a great play once they have a little bit tougher matchups. But I will say Godwin, this is kind of a great opportunity to start kicking him out the door a little bit.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, he's had some great matchups, but a lot of people are going to be coming back for that squad. So Derek there said JT, James Robinson, Gaskins, AP Pollard at running back. Wide receiver Hopkins, Amari Cooks, Waddle, Mooney. So yeah, for right there, I would definitely say CeeDee Lamb is a great need there. The only concern I would have with that though is you've got 2 Cowboys wide receivers. That's not really that bad because they're both top performing kind of talents, but that's my only concern there. You got a lot of concentration on one offense. Just happens though, it's like one of the best offenses in football.
I would also argue that running back depth is pretty important with James Robinson being banged up because if he goes down, Gaskins, AP, Pollard, I don't know how heavily you can rely on those guys on a week-to-week basis. So
Yeah.
I might lean. I mean, looking at Hopkins, Maury, Cooks, and Waddle, I might lean keeping. For me personally, I might lean keeping Patterson. I'll hang around for a couple more minutes if you need to jump off, Steven.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce, guys. But much love. It was a great stream tonight. Don't know what was going on with my internet connection, but definitely an anomaly. Haven't had to see that too much, so we'll
Steven
appreciate.
ruined the stream.
I did. I ruined it, guys. I blame it on my inability to eat dinner first. Maybe that's what it was. But no, guys. Have a great night. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell on me, and just appreciate coming out tonight and hanging out with us.
All right, Steve. We will see you next week. It's going to be a couple days without Steven. Maybe we'll get
Yeah.
lucky. He'll make an appearance, but probably not. But everyone pressure Steven in the comments to make an appearance in the meantime. Steven, we appreciate you, man. We will talk to you soon, bro.
All right, see you guys.
Goodbye. All right, let's see here. Deshaun, PPR flex, Keenan Allen, Darrell Williams, or Waddle. I'm leaning Keenan Allen all day long right there, my guy. Yeah, I'm leaning Keenan Allen all day long for sure. Let's see here. Derek, okay, keep Patterson. Thank you. Absolutely, my guy. Yeah, absolutely. That's where I would lean for sure. Jordan, what's going on, man? Sell high on Cup if I have no good backs. Ooh, it depends on what other receivers you have there. But I would you could get send me your full roster, Jordan, and we'll go from there. I really would hate for you to lose a guy like Cooper Cup, though. Trade McLaurin for Woods and Sanders from Jason. Yeah, I would definitely consider that. I would absolutely consider that, man. Let me know where your headspace is at, Jason, and let us know in the chat. Would you guys trade McLaurin for Woods and Sanders? I would definitely consider that. All right, so you guys are saying open packs, open packs. I'll hang around for I'll be off before 11, but I'll definitely be chilling with you guys. I'll chill with you guys for a little bit here. Which one of these players do? Ooh, I'm not crazy about these veterans. Let's see here. Derek, thank you so much. Keeping Patterson. Yeah, there you go, my guy. I like it. Ronald, which Sanders, E or M? I mean, that's a good point, too. I'm assuming it was E. Guys, let's keep smashing that like button, man. We're almost to 40 likes on the night. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button if you're new to the channel. Help us get to 400 subscribers tonight. I have to admit, I think the $3.99 earlier was a glitch because it said $3.99, then it dropped back down to $3.94 within like a minute. So sometimes that stuff gets a little messed up. I don't know what happened, but we were really close to 400 tonight. But nonetheless, guys, hit that sub button if you're new to the channel. We truly appreciate you guys coming out showing support. Hit that like button as well while you guys are here. If you're new to the channel, also hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or stream. Let's see here. Oh, crap. It's M. Oh, okay. Okay, let me see here. So McLaurin for Woods and Miles Sanders. I don't like it as much than Jason. I don't like it as much at all. Ooh. Where's your headspace at, Jason? I don't think I like it. Derek, flex PPR. Who would you start, Waddle or Gaskin this week? Waddle. I start Waddle. Ronald, well, you started at 391, so got 3 at least. Yeah, I mean, that's always good. Always good movement, man. I appreciate that. I don't exactly know what happened, man. But it's all good. Just appreciate you guys being here nonetheless, man. Jason, what about Melvin Gordon instead? Yes. I like that a lot more. I like that a lot more. Okay, Jordan, you got Mahomes, Swift, Javonte Williams, Zach Moss, Montgomery, Diggs, Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, George Kittle, Bateman, and Tony. Trade high on Kupp. I think, honestly, my answer is no. Let me know what your record is, but listen, you can start Mahomes, you can start DeAndre Swift, you can start Zach Moss. You've got Montgomery coming back, and then just having that value of Diggs and Cooper Cup and the ability to flex Keenan Allen and George Kittle as your tight end one. I say no. I don't think it's necessary, Jordan. I say no all the way. All right, let's see here. Derek, okay, thank you. Waddle, yeah, I like that matchup this week for Waddle. Steve, should I trade Elijah Mitchell for Brandon Cooks? It depends on your overall roster, but I'm going to lean Elijah Mitchell is worth holding on to here. If you really need a receiver, it's not a bad value, Steve. Derek, Dak or Wentz this week since Dak is up in the air and Wentz plays on Thursday. Who, if those are your only two quarterbacks, you can take that swing, man. You can. You can. Jordan's 4-4. Yeah, I still don't think that you make that move. Ooh, I just threw a pick. Oh, no, I didn't. Ronald, you were way too high on Emmanuel Sanders. As Diggs heats up, he will lose targets, and his boom tends to be without Knox, and a Beasley is a dud. He's a wide receiver 4 with wide receiver 4 and wide receiver 2 upside. He is not Mike Williams. Okay, I respect the opinion. I like Emmanuel Sanders. You know, Ronald, sometimes how you just have conviction in players, like you're confident in starting them, and I do agree he's better as a flex player, and I think he's a stronger flex player as well. But I respect that opinion for sure. Cole Pierce, CPAT, or Judy? I'm going CPAT all day, baby. Cordell Patterson all day. Jason, Melvin Gordon or Hunt? I mean, if it's in that same trade, I'd lean Hunt just due to his value down the line. But Melvin Gordon is a top 20 back, right? But Hunt definitely, when healthy, far more valuable. Derek, yeah, I have Wentz now. I went in now just in case I was thinking the same thing. Thanks for answering all my questions. Absolutely, Derek. That's what we're here for, my guy. Ronald, he did just drop a goose egg, so technically his 4-0. Oh, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Yeah, and I started him, and he may have been the reason that I lost last week. So I'm not going to argue that. Ronald says Hunt. Yeah, I agree with that as well, Ronald. Charlie, trade Mitchell for Monty and full PPR. You can definitely consider this. Yes. I mean, I still love me some Montgomery when he's healthy. But Mitchell's playing well right now, man. Ooh. And my only concern with Montgomery, if you don't already own him, right? If you didn't draft him, is that we've seen Herbert play well, right? We know that Tariq Cohen's supposed to come back. So that just slightly concerns me. I still think Montgomery's the best overall back, but Mitchell's been playing like a true RB1 with only slight injury concerns, right? So we don't exactly know our timeline on our guy, David Montgomery, as well. So that concerns me also. But it kind of lies with your personal conviction, right? Like when these guys are healthy, I don't know how crazy the difference is. I mean, the beginning of the season, I would have definitely never said Elijah Mitchell as much as I wanted to get away from this backfield. But at this point in the season, I think you can consider staying with Mitchell, right? Which is, wow, I never thought I'd say that because I do love David Montgomery, guys. I really, really do. Let us know in the chat. Would you rather have David Montgomery or Eli Mitchell? It's tough. It's definitely tough there. Justin White, full PPR. Who should I start? Joe Burrow or Mike White, Boston Scott, or Manny Sanders? Ooh, Ronald, I definitely can't say Emmanuel Sanders now, right? I mean, Boston Scott does have a beautiful matchup, and I think Emmanuel Sanders has a good matchup as well. So I actually like Emmanuel Sanders here, but I really like Boston Scott as a flex play this week as well. But also, I mean, that Eagles backfield is relatively concerning. So I think they're both fine flex plays for the week. As far as the quarterback goes, I'm leading Joe Burrow here. I really like this matchup for Joe Burrow overall. Cleveland secondary has played awful, right? And I think that the Bengals come out and have a good divisional win or a good divisional game overall. Ronald, I would go with Sanders. See, you're spooking me, Ronald. But like I said, I respect the opinion. And yeah, I think full PPR, I would lean Sanders as well because there's a chance that Boston Scott only ends up finding the end zone, and that's really his full fantasy value for the day, right? I don't see him getting a lot of PPR work as our guy Gainwell is probably going to come in and take most of that. Jerry, is Cobb a drop now that Lazard and Adams is coming back? I think so, Jerry, unfortunately. We got a good week. It was a good stream for the week, but I think, unfortunately, especially with Aaron Rodgers out, he's going to be a drop. I've already dropped him in my primary league where I started him with you last week. So, yeah, but I'm also hurting very badly in that league, so I couldn't really keep him around. All right, Jordan, roll the dice on Mahomes or play Tua/Taysom Hill. Ooh, man, Green Bay's defense has been pretty decent, man. But I don't think I can recommend starting anyone over Patty Mahomes unless it's like Tom Brady or Josh Allen. Like I think you still roll with Patrick Mahomes. Justin, I'm thinking Sanders too. He had a bad game, and this will be his bounce back game. Yeah, I still believe in Emmanuel Sanders. Jerry, I almost bought the Cobb jersey. Ronald, if Taysom plays him, he is going to run like crazy. He has been away, and his legs are main escape method, so he will put up numbers. Yeah. I mean, I like both Hill and Tua this week. I do. But I just don't know about starting them over a guy like Patty Mahomes, even though it's a tough play. I mean, I had Tua and Taysom Hill as my top streamers, right? But it's still Patty Mahomes, even if it's a good. Wow, I can't talk anymore. It's getting too late. Even if it's a good. Wow, still can't talk. Even if it's against, excuse me, a very good defense like the Packers, right? I would still lead with Mahomes, right? All right. Michael, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well tonight. Thanks for coming out for a bit, guys. Make sure we smash that like button. Make sure if you're new to the channel, you consider subscribing down below as well. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight, man. You guys just killed it tonight. Great stream overall tonight. And we're still at it. All right, Michael. Hey, man, I have Mike Williams and Mike Evans. I might try to sell Mike Williams, and I'm not sure with Evans. What do you think I should sell Mike Williams for? I'll say this much, man. I don't mind it, right? But I think that Mike Williams might have a really good game this week. So you might want to hold on to him for the week and start him, right? And then if he has that big performance, you can definitely sell him high after. So, right? And that way you get a much better value out of him because right now you're probably going to have to look for a team in good position who's going to probably lowball you just because Mike Williams has played quite poorly over his last 2 games. But I think that he has a good bounce back this week versus the Eagles. All right, let's see here. Jerry, should have asked Steven, but should I pick up Greg to start over Zoo? Or excuse me, Q. I don't know why I said Zoo. Go drop the comment on Steven's kicker video. He'll get back to you. But I like both these guys quite a bit. I think it's a better matchup overall for our guy Youngboy Q, though. Let's see here. Or actually, I would probably argue that Greg Zuerlein's got the better matchup. They both got relatively tough matchups, Saints and Broncos. Ooh, that's a tough one. Get Steven's opinion, too. I could argue both ways there. Christian, who do I do? T. Higgins or Chase Claypool? I forgot what you said. Personally, I drop Chase Claypool. He's been, I mean, if you really have to drop one, he's been a little bit more underwhelming. Let's see here. Ronald, don't sell Williams just to sell him. He is not Emmanuel Sanders. There you go. There you go. And like I said, I mean, I think he has a really good performance this week, and then you can potentially think about moving on from him if you really want to. But I kind of like Williams and Evans both, so I don't mind you holding on to both those guys, man. Let's see here. Christian says, or Ronald says you drop Higgins. Yeah, I think you can argue either way with this one. Michael, do you think I should hold on to Evans or sell him? Michael, let me know your full roster, and then we'll move from there. Just it kind of depends on what you've got going on in the full roster overall. Christian says to sell. Oh, I'm sorry. Ronald says I'm saying to keep Higgins. Okay, I'm sorry, man. All right, some good final minute fantasy Q&A you guys got in here tonight. Let's see. Man, we almost hit 40 likes tonight, too. So close. Man, I'm kind of excited for this Jets Colts game tomorrow. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? All right, guys, we're going to start winding things down over the next 10 minutes. So make sure you get in your final Q&A for the night. All right, let's see here. What is your take on AP and McNichols? Yeah, I like McNichols in full PPR right off the bat. Other than that, I think Peterson's a fine uh, pickup, right, for now. But maybe we just give it a week to see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. But I would definitely start McNichols in full PPR for now. Don't allow a passing touchdown in the fourth quarter. Oh no. Jason Kenobi, 40. I was saying 40 likes. Did I accidentally say 40 subs? We had more than 40 subs, but we're almost hit 40 likes. And we almost hit 400 subs. I mean, that's a good night overall for the Catch fan, baby. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can stop Carson Wentz from scoring a touchdown. I don't know if I can. Why is my tackle? Why is Ryan Ramchak playing defense? What? Okay. Christian, I sold Evans since Brown and Gronk are coming back. I did Thielen and Evan for DK and D Hop. Oh. Sold Evans. I did Thielen and Evan for DK and D Hop. I don't mind that. Michael, so I'm pretty stacked, I'd say. I'm a 12 man. I'm Mahomes, Adams, Brown, Mike, Will. Wow. Mike Evans, Judy, Kamara, and Aaron Jones with Miles Sanders backup. Wow. 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 You are pretty stacked. Then in that circumstance, I do think you can try to sell Mike Williams or Mike Evans, quite frankly. Yeah. But I would get a solid running back out of that trade. And I would only trade one of them just to leave you with depth. And I would go for a stud running back, whether it's Evans or Williams that you move on from. And you have Pitts at tight end. Yeah, I like that. We are at 40 likes. Oh, awesome. Thanks for the update. Oh, okay. I see now. Yeah, it doesn't update the same for me as it does for you guys. So I apologize. Thank you for giving that shout out, Jason. Always appreciate you, Jason. True loyal member of the Catch fam right here, my guys. Appreciate all you guys as well. Appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out, man. Tonight has been a blast as we start to wind down over the next couple of minutes. But I mean, listen, Catch fam, you guys are amazing. Went on a long tangent about this last night, but I could go on a long tangent about this subscriber base every single night of my life. So appreciate all you guys, man. Derek, yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night too, starting Wentz and JT. I think JT is going to have a monster day, man. It's such a good matchup for Jonathan Taylor. This Jets team has been so bad against opposing running backs. So I think he's going to have a great team. Ronald, peace out, brothers. Peace out, Ronald. Always appreciate you in the chat, Ronald. Always appreciate you, man. You are a great fantasy mind, and I appreciate your opinions every time. Jerry, I'll talk to everyone next time. We'll see you soon, Jerry. Jerry, we will see you very soon. You're my guy. Peace out, Jerry. I'm a little tired if you guys can't tell, so I'm getting a little crazy. Okay. Thanks, Ronald. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate you guys coming out as always, man. You guys rock. Michael, do you have anyone specific I should go for at running back? It just depends on those specific on the specific teams out there that might need a receiver, right? Change my mind, trade Mike Williams for a running back. I mean, I think either way, oh, that was Ronald. Okay. Yeah, I mean, looking at that roster, man, it makes total sense, right? I think either way, you just find a team that needs a receiver and you offer either of those guys. I mean, honestly, Williams or Evans. I mean, I would. You could go either way, but I would almost want Evans more, and I think I would trade Williams. And he just kind of scout out a team that needs a receiver that's struggling, that has a good running back, and you offer them for an RB1 or a high end RB2 at worst, right? But your team is stacked, so you kind of have the power in this, right? If you don't like the offer you're getting, then just walk away from it, man. You're going to be fine either way. Derek, love this channel. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that support, my guy. All right. They are super similar. I agree, Ronald. They are. Definitely very similar guys in terms of boom or bust. But I think Evans is kind of tied to a better offense, but the Chargers offense at times, of course, is phenomenal and has played very well on the season. So, but you got it. Can you argue against the Bucks? I don't know. Scotty, what's going on, man? Would you trade Henderson for DK, AJ, and Terry? Full PPR. I have Eckler, Montgomery, and Herbert, Gibson, and McNichols. Wow. Scotty, send me your full roster because you're obviously going to have to drop 2 players, but this also depends on the wide receiver depth that you already have. I mean, I very rarely am going to recommend trading away a top back, especially when you're kind of relying on Montgomery getting healthy, although you can use Herbert in the meantime. You obviously have Eckler as well. But this trade is definitely worth considering just looking at those 3 receivers, especially the way DK and AJ Brown have been playing, man. Michael, I'm going to head out. Really appreciate you answering my questions. For sure, got a sub for me. Have a good one. Appreciate you, Michael. Have a good night, man. I appreciate you coming out and I appreciate you asking us some questions tonight. Oh, Scotty, not for all of them, for one of them. I was about to say, I was like, bro, it still depends on it depends on what wide receivers you have. Let me know what other wide receivers are on your squad, Scotty. Ronald, you can definitely argue Bucks have more mouths to feed. Absolutely. Yeah, I would 100% agree. 100% agree. And there's some, that's why you see these weeks where Evans balls out and then you see him not play as well the following week. Yeah, you can definitely argue this either way. Yeah, Scotty, let me know. Let me know who else you got on that squad in terms of receiver, because it does depend, in my opinion, as well. All right. Derek says do it for AJ. Jason, Ground and Brown still have injury concerns. I'd part with Williams. Interesting. All right. All right, guys, we're going to start winding things down over the next 5 minutes or so. Scotty's got Antonio Brown, DJ Moore, and Jarvis. Okay. Ooh. AJ Brown is best of the 3, but in a vacuum, I'd still take Henderson. Running back's more reliable. I think I would too, man. I think I mean I'm a little biased towards running backs, right? And I think I'm leaning with the running back here as well, Scotty. Let's see. So you can start AB and DJ Moore on a regular basis, and Jarvis Landry should still give you close to wide receiver 1 value. Very low end, but still, right? Oh, I think I'm leaning with keeping Henderson. Let me know where your headspace is at over the next 5 minutes or so, Scotty, but I think I'd lean keeping Henderson. Trade both for RBs if you can actually. That's my final answer. I don't mind that either. It's a stacked team, man. I like the opinion, Ronald. I do. Of course, this week I trade for Adams. Rogers goes out, just hoping he doesn't miss 2 weeks. Yeah, and you would have to think that J Lo is good enough, at least against this Chiefs secondary, that he can still find Devontae Adams on a regular basis, right? I think that Adams will probably still have a decent game. Ronald, trade Mike, Will, and Evans for RBs, and he can play RB and flex with depth. Yeah, I like that move as well. I like it as well. All right, guys. Okay. We'll be off by 11, so make sure you guys get anything final in for the night. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight, man. An absolute blast of a stream. Scotty, I've always been heavy RB. Was just looking to see if you could convince me to get to the start a wide receiver. I think you keep the running backs, man. That's just my humble opinion. I think your wide receivers are good enough. You can still get through. I know Antonio Brown's been banged up. Hopefully he's good to go after this bye week. I mean, I own him in my primary league, man. For now, you should be able to get through with Moore and Landry, but just having Henderson's probably going to help you down the stretch more than anything. Chew, thoughts on having Rodgers, Adams, and Jones? Sounds like an auto loss if Green Bay does badly like week 1. Also have Keenan and Eckler, but I'm banking on Green Bay and the Chargers pretty much. I think that's fine, man. Those are 2 good enough offenses and 5 good enough players to put your faith in. I think you're fine, my guy. I wouldn't stress too much about that, man. Rodgers a concern for the next 2 weeks, but man, I think Adams and Jones are fine. Jones will probably see an uptick in volume, right? So I think you're fine there. And I don't have any problem with Eckler or Keenan either, man. I mean, they're good enough players. They're going to be good, my guy, for sure. All right, guys, we will be back on tomorrow. Probably kick off right at 9:30, maybe a little bit later, maybe closer to 10. I'll have everything scheduled so you guys know ahead of time. Make sure you got the notification bell on so you never miss a upload or a stream. Go check out our must start videos for the week so far. We've got defense, kickers, and quarterbacks out. Go drop a like on those guys. Drop a like on today's video if you didn't do so already. Truly, truly helps out the channel. If you guys are new and still listening in, make sure you hit that sub button down below. Become part of the catch fam tonight. I appreciate all you guys, man. I appreciate this community more than you guys could know, man. Just such a blast, man. One of the best parts of my whole day being able to come home and just hang out with you guys during the night, play some Madden, have Steven hop on here, have him hang out with us, answer these fantasy questions, man. I know we just went for 3 hours, but that felt like 30 minutes, man. It's just such a blast. Time just flies by with you guys. I truly mean it. It's just awesome, man. Community's great, man. I appreciate you guys. The Catch fam grows larger and larger day by day. It's just phenomenal to watch, man. You guys know I go on these tangents sometimes, man. Derek Leakin, thanks for having us. You have a good night, bro. You too, my guy. Just sub. Absolutely. That's what's up, my guy. Appreciate your support tonight, man. Jew, good night. Damn, look at those 43 likes growing by the day. Let's go, Catch fam. Y'all killed it tonight. Amazing fantasy Q&A session. We'll be back on tomorrow night. Like I said, get that notification bell on so you guys don't miss an upload or a stream. That way you don't miss a little bit of the Catch fam in your life every single day, baby. So everyone have a good night. All right, wow, good night. Have a good night. Be safe, guys. Just enjoy yourselves, guys. We got week 9 kicking off tomorrow, man. Gonna be a great week of fantasy football. I can already feel it in my veins, baby. You know, Brian Dawkins, you feel that? Remember that clip? You feel that in your chest? Remember when that was the Madden opening? That was so sick. Anyways, guys, appreciate all you guys. I got nothing else to say, but thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on the Catch, and peace.